And you jokers cry and whine way too much over every little thing. Now, mind you, any accusations you make against me, because I have charges filed against you, you're going to have to back up in court. And if you can't back up in court, we already know what's going to happen from the door from there. Gentlemen, going to lose so much, it's not even funny. But let's go dig in why we're prosecuting your company and why your company is being charged with fraud. Because you have done multiple acts of dishonesty towards your customers. We test our products. We're called black versus black demonstrations, which we put our products against black paints and black fabrics and so forth. We do it often on camera all the time. These demonstrations were done with this individual because he was pressured by his customers to go in and do the demonstration, and he failed miserably. Jamie, you have a very short-term memory. You really do. You have a habit of going around calling people scammers at the end of the day, and you have scammed more people than I could possibly count in my decade in time of being on this earth. You have scammed a lot of people. I've never seen anybody to the likes of you who has scammed people on so many levels and then got on camera and continue to lie about it. But keep in mind, gentlemen, as I said before, your companies are going to be challenged in court for fraud. So this is a video that was made by Jamie. Basically, he went in and claimed that his product did not match Network Grade 773. He did go in and alter and change the name of the video to something with a yellowish tone. But as I said before, continues to rip people off every single day. Did he remove the product off his website? Nope. Does he still continue to sell the product? Yes. This is the reason why his company is being charged with fraud and scamming its customers. So let's go play a little bit of this right here. Like I said, you guys forget. I don't know. I think you guys do suffer from some kind of short-term memory loss, or just maybe you're just ignorant altogether and you just basically feel that at the end of the day, you're just going to rip off your customers and no one's going to ever question this. These videos are going to be in court when we challenge your company. Your company is a scam. Jamie, you don't even have a legitimate LLC attached to your company. That is considered to be fraudulent. So here we have the Network Grade 773. This is a product that was never pulled from his website. It's a product he tries to continue to sell. I'm happy that no customers are buying this mess. If you are buying this mess, you just got ripped off. Now, why is this video not posted directly to his website? Well, he doesn't want it directly to his website. He doesn't want anyone to know that this video actually exists, because if anyone finds out this video exists, this is going to bring him a lot of problems. The Cinemax, it's nothing but house paint. That's all it is. It's just house paint. So, Fernando, I want you to get a good look at this. This is what's being brought up against you for court. We're charging your company. You scammed your customers. These products are still being sold on your website. FBI agents have been watching your site. You know that, right? Yeah, that's why we're going to start locking this stuff down real quick. Yeah, we can tell. And at the end of the day, you've been selling these products knowing that they match house paint. And this is also scamming and ripping off his customers. Lying to them on the phone and explaining to them that these products, my product works different. It's a special kind of product. It's designed to enhance your projector's capability, as in the contrast and color, and it will do none of those at all whatsoever. House paint does the exact same thing. I like the fact when you watch the video, he's bright-eyed, bushy-tailed when he first starts off. And then his whole attitude completely changes the minute he matches the house paint. The other didn't do any testing at all. If we did proper testing, he would have realized his product was matching house paint. Completely unaware about what's about to unfold. And there he is bearing his receipt. And Jamie, if you feel this is being done out of retaliation toward you and your customer buying from my site and trying to make my company look like it's bad, no, actually, this is not because of that. This is because we post this everywhere. We put this on an awareness on why customers need to request batch numbers. If they don't have batch numbers, you never know exactly what you're being sent. So there's the screen right there. Did I put my speakers back up? Yeah, I did. And as you can see in the OLED demonstration here, the screen failed to pull a contrast level on a projector with a 2,000,000:1, which means it's a waste of time to use a P2 projector on Crow's products because they do not work. So gentlemen, if I am the scammer as you say I am, and all my products are fraudulent and none of them work, because I do plan to paint these products right in the courtroom, then you should have no problem winning the case. And that means we should have had an attorney reach out to us by now, telling us that you're going to win the case. But we haven't got anything yet. So I can see, sorry about that, I'm hungry. You can see that the paint in the middle, this is the Network Gray 773. And this around is Crow's product. It matches perfectly. Throughout the entire demonstration, it matches perfectly with no problem. Even though he tried to get up and run his hand across the screen to try to disrupt the picture quality, it didn't work. He matched on every level you can possibly think of. And this is the reason why he's terrified of doing the demonstration of the, what is it? The apple barrel paint. Even the commercials matched with no problem. And even the snow levels matched with no problem. Now, Jamie, as you claimed on film, you said on YouTube, you said that the other paint gives off a yellowish tone. This, I'm going to challenge you on in court. That does your paint have a yellowish tone to it? Because you claim it has a yellowish tone, the other one has a yellowish tone, that it doesn't match. And I'm going to challenge you on this in court. Where you're going, you don't have to go. We won't have to worry about you disappearing on this one. We'll be able to get to you. So as you can see, the white levels, no problem. They're matching perfectly. No problem with the white levels matching. Now, that's the first scam. Or actually, that's the first one. There's many more before that one. There's one basically with the Cinemax. Not the Cinemax. It's the Cinemax. There's one with the what is it? The Personal Mix is also a scam. Now, keep in mind, I do not need your permission to send you gray paint. I really don't. And the reason why is because you basically said your business is your home address in your apartment is a business. That's what you said. So technically, I can't ship you paint. So I'm going to send you out some gray paint since you don't want to do the demonstration. We'll send it out to you, and you can do the demonstration live. I don't know why you would. Well, we know why you would deny it. Your product doesn't work. Your site, your LLC is just your apartment, is your business, right? We'll be shipping you gray paint this week to your address. You can cry and whine and say, I don't have permission. Actually, I don't need it. You actually register your apartment as a business. So we don't. We're just shipping you paint to your business. That's what we're doing. Let's see if you do the demonstration or not. Since you refuse to basically go out and buy the product, it's only $4.97. Or just ship it to your address. And you can do the demonstration live. As you can see, continue to lie on camera. I guess I don't know what he's trying to say, that the paint has a yellowish tone, or basically it doesn't match his product. It's matching your product, Jamie. Now, our case is already taken care of. Within 28 to 48 hours after them watching the video, case has been opened. His money is not on the account anymore. Mr. What, I forgot what your name is. We did the false claim. That money's not in your account. You know, you just took it off your account. We just contacted and found out the money's not on your account anymore. So now we're actually going to be looking at that batch number. You're lucky you're here, not in the United States. My lawyer said you're lucky you're not down here because, man, he prosecutes you so fast it's not even funny. As for you, Jamie, guess what? I'm challenging you this week in court. I'm going to basically file another lawsuit and another fraud charge against your company, showing that basically you sold a fraudulent product to your customers that were matching everyday household products. Hope you can back this up in court, because if you can't, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So this is what we're going to be filing this week. Because again, if you found out that this product was matching house paint, and you're going to have to convince a judge, you're going to have to convince the whole courtroom that they're looking at two different completely screens. That means that everything that you have in your specifications, if you do have a specification sheet under the Cinemax, is considered to be false. So expect the process server to be at your door. Again, I told you we're going to be challenging people left and right. I plan to challenge a lot of people left and right. People that are claiming to have the Infinity One contrast level. No, you cannot do this. Only we have that. No gunmetal screen can make that claim. Only we have that right. If you don't want to remove it, then guess what? We can go to court over it and let a judge decide who has the black level. Those of you that are going out making false products and you're matching house paint at the end of the day, and you continue to sell these products knowing you're ripping off your customers, we'll see you in court. So as you can see, so that perfect match, house paint, and that's the paint he's charging people for. He's charging $60 for a quart. That's a little too much money for a product that just matched the house paint that you can get for probably about $30 a gallon. Way too much money. Now, where is this video? Well, this video was deleted off the account. This one was with the hoodie. Yeah, with the red hoodie. This one shows him basically getting exposed, and basically ripping off his customers. The other one is still there, but this is the one he just tries to continue to lie to the customers and try to tell them that it has a yellowish tone. This is what he's going to have to prove in court. Now, Mr. Fernando, I am way ahead of you. And I'll tell you why. I figured if you have to bring the paint into court, right? Chances are you're going to tamper with it. We know that. You're known for tampering with stuff. So, before we go to court, I'm going to get it picked up by somebody who's going to order it for us. You don't tamper with your customer. Well, you tamper with our paint. But just to make sure when you go to court, and you're going to have to paint the screen in again, just to make sure you don't tamper with your version, we already have a version that got ordered. So we have it already. So if you come to court with something tampered, you'll be in more trouble. But until then, I'm going to send you up some of that apple barrel paint, because you refuse to do that demonstration. We look for it, we can't find it. I'm going to send you up some. I'm going to order you some tomorrow. Actually, we'll order some today. We're going to send it to your address. No. You can't sit there and cry and whine at the end of the day, cry and whine at the end of the day and say, he shipped it to my ad. No, buddy, your address is registered as a business. We can do that. Yep. Me, on the other hand, no, you cannot do that. That'll get you in trouble. That's why you're going to court now. Look at this. Lied to his customers. Told them that he's basically a different paint. You got a nerve to go around and call people a scammer? Well, let's put it this way. I'll see you in court for this too. I'm gonna begin the process of, like I said, filing fraud charges against your company for you selling house paint and trying to disguise it as a screen paint, a legitimate real screen paint. But it's nothing more than house paint. You could try it with me at the end of the day, but I have so many black versus black demonstrations. I could do that in court with no problem. And you can't do that because you end up doing this at the end of the day, and that's horrible. Let's go to another one. Oh, he did it again. This is the personal mix. We copied this video, and I clearly stated why I copied the video, because we knew the video was going to go missing. And where's the video at? It went missing. There we go. There's Crow's personal mix. This is also too bought by the customer who painted in a 200-inch screen, and his screen completely washed out. I don't see any of your customers. I've been to your site. I don't see any of your customers in fully lit environments. They're all sitting in these really dark caves because the screen paint doesn't work. It washes out. They know that. You know that. And the reason why you're bitter is because you haven't had any orders. No one's buying your stuff. Who would buy your stuff? Look at that. It matches house paint. Who's going to hand you over 60 bucks? I wouldn't even hand you over $20 for your product. Maybe $2 or $3. No, but not that kind of money at the end of the day. You match house paint. You walked right out of a Home Depot. Is that Home Depot? I think it's Lowe's. Yeah, Lowe's. With the silver screen PP100 770E. This is what you walked out with. Silver screen. This is the same thing your customer ordered. So what's the benefits? What's the difference? And this is another video that also went missing off his account. So got him here painting it down to the surface. And then as we get into the video, you will notice you matched. You matched the same thing there that you matched over here. Same thing. This is why we received so many canceled orders. Gentlemen, you remember you got canceled orders too on top of that. We came to buy your products. We got nothing but canceled orders. I think you're very bitter and you're very upset because you had to cancel orders. You couldn't process them. And the other one had to remove an entire state. That had to be really embarrassing. So this is how you try to deal with it, by trying to get people to buy our stuff, make ourselves look bad at the end of the day, and say, hey, these are real customers, and this is how they're reacting. The only problem is that he has a batch number sitting on a container, which PayPal looked through right now, and that's why his case got overturned. That's why the money was taken out of his account, because the batch number attached to it. And PayPal knows at the end of the day that we could take it all to court and we could back it up 100%. They don't want that. That's why the batch numbers are there, to protect our company against customers that basically that are just doing things they shouldn't be doing. But the biggest problem you have, Jamie, is you have not only criminal charges, but now you got another set of charges coming at you because these charges are involved your company. I told you it's going to prosecute your company. Look at that. That's absolutely awful. So that means everyone that you sold this paint to, you're going to have to give them some money. That's how they're going to do you. You're going to reimburse these customers and give them back their money. Doesn't care about how long it's been. Doesn't care about no statute of limitations. Don't care about none of that. They can override all that in court. We can make you pay every dime back to every customer that you pay. So wherever your customers are, they got money coming back to them. Come make sure you get money. Jamie's going to have to prove that the transactions that he made by this product are legit. If he can't prove this, that means they're going to go through his PayPal account. They're going to go right back, all the way back. You're going to find out how many people purchased this product, and you're going to be issued to give them a refund. Oh, yes, buddy. Oh, yes. Look at this. That's horrible. That's horrible. Excuse me. That is absolutely horrible. Now, what would have saved his butt? I'll tell you what would have saved his behind. If he had just found out that his product had matched the house paint, right? And say he gets on camera, he gets issues an apology to his customers, and say he removes the product off the website, it's gone, and he comes back in with a new product, but he does all testing under the product that matched. Guarantee his customers they're not getting ripped off. He didn't do this. He continued to sell the product. I couldn't imagine you being a person who owns a store. That'd be frightening if you owned a food store. Because I could imagine you at the end of the day, if there was a recall on a product, you would keep it. You would definitely keep it and continue to sell it to customers. That's really dirty, but that's exactly what you did here. This product should have been recalled. That's why you don't have batch numbers. How are you going to do a batch number, Jamie? And if I tell you at the end of the day, can you show me the difference between this gray paint and your product? Can you prove that? Because as far as I'm concerned, you're using a 4K projector in this demonstration. I think it's the which view center projector? Optima. They're both Optimas. Yes, Optima 4K projector using this demonstration. So you're telling your customers the advantage point of your product is it produces a 4K image. Guess what produces a 4K image? That cheap house paint that cost $7 that you walked out of so Home Depot or Lowe's. I think you walked out of Lowe's with that mess, with that paint. Look at that. That's freaking insane. We're also going to show the judge at the end of the day that you have a product that you were giving away for free at one point and decided to sell it to your customers for $60. You tried it on eBay, we caught you, and you tried it over here on your own page. That's fraud, Jamie. So we're bringing fraud charges. Mind you, if you do fail this, if you fail to be able to prove that your product is different from what you say it is, you're looking at, again, I said 30 years and tacked on top of the previous time you're going to be receiving anyway. And that means more lawsuits. And that means your individual customers can open up cases on you and they could file lawsuits against you over this. Because we opened the case. That's why. They have an option now. Like I said, any customer who basically commits fraud against our company, we could back it up in court 100%. Not a problem. That's why we had the batch numbers. That's what we sent over to PayPal. That's why PayPal opened up the case and took the money off his account. So we can back it up in court any day of the week. You, on the other hand, you can't do that. This is required in a batch number. This is one of the tests. It's required. How are you going to pull a batch number test if you're matching the paint? This is why, I hate to say this, but they consider his customers to not be so intelligent. This is why. And if his customers are mad and upset because I called you stupid, this is the reason why they consider you to be stupid. Because, look at that right there. You just spent $60 to $90 for a paint that you can literally do. A $7 sample. That's a $7 sample he had in his hand. Did the exact same thing. That's why. Don't get mad at me at the end of the day and say, oh, he calls us stupid because you know. No, this is why they call you stupid. This is why. Look at that. If somebody just sat there and told me that, hey, I spent $5,000 for this right here, and I did a matchup, and this cost me about $100, what would you call him at the end of the day? You sure ain't going to call him intelligent. You're going to call him stupid. There you go. Now, for the ones who didn't know at the end of the day, like the ones that just because first timers buying screen paint, you don't know much at the end of the day, you're noobs at this, we understand that, you're victims. But the people who supported him 100% and knew the stuff he was doing at the day and still purchased it, you're stupid. The difference between victim and stupid. And you wrote that stuff at the bottom. That's why we posted the comments at the bottom. And every channel who posted and said it looked different, yeah, you got ranked on, didn't you? A lot of people contact you about you being an idiot at the end of the day. Yeah, because you are an idiot. If that's the case, I could sell you anything on the face of the planet. Anybody can sell you anything under the face of the planet. I can literally sell you the Brooklyn Bridge and you probably buy it. Probably gave me 3 months in advance. Oh, I'm getting this bridge for free. Yeah, you're getting this bridge for free. But which is a little clicker here. I'm going to need 3 months in advance of 50 grand. You pay it. If you buy this, you'll buy the Brooklyn Bridge. I would like to think of your ancestors being the ones who bought the Brooklyn Bridge, and I would like to think of your ancestors also being the ones that got duped in the gold rush. A lot of people bought a lot of fake gold back then. A lot of people bought a lot of fake claims too. People came out there and had made a lot of money. They figured out, hey, I find one little piece of dust of gold. Ain't much you're going to get out of that. But if you can make a person believe at the end of the day that they found it on their mind, where they were actually doing their digging at, and they're going to give it to you for a certain price because they're getting too old and they don't have the strength to do it anymore. They're just going to pass it over to you. And you go out there and you give out all your worthy goods to go out there digging and find out that there's really nothing out there. It's just dust, and that dust isn't worth jacket today. You need a hard, cold stone rock in order to get some money. You ever read the history on the California gold mine? It's interesting. You got to read through it. Not the version that you read basically in school. I'm talking about the black version, the dark version of it all. That's the one that you read through that. That'll give you some nightmares right there. Some crazy stuff going on. America got some really interesting history. But anyway, a lot of people got scammed. A lot of people. And a lot of people got killed too. Can't be out there screaming you found gold, because somebody will kill you. So anyway, there you go. There you go. And Jamie, like I said, you got short-term memory loss because this evades you all the time. Like every time you go around calling people scammers, this evades you. You never did this. Well, I'm going to remind you, and I'm going to remind you so you never, ever forget. I'm going to file charges on you, buddy. Next week, I'm going to walk into a courtroom. I'm going to file me charges against you for fraud. I have all your information. I know where you live at, so it's not a problem, and we'll get the same process server that came to your door the first time. So you better be to back this up, or you better start yanking this product off your shelf as fast as possible and issuing refunds to your customers. Because the difference between my situation and yours is I have a batch number showing my product working perfectly fine before it shipped out the door, and I got other customers that came from the same container showing it works perfectly fine. You, on the other hand, have no batch number, have no test, and you, the owner himself, matched it on camera live. Good luck. Absolutely horrible. Wait, it gets worse. It gets worse than that. It gets way worse. Look at this. Oh. You never recalled it. You never took it off the shelf. You continue to sell it. Horrible thing about it, this is what he offers to his overseas customers after he charges you a $70 surcharge fee. The personal mix isn't for the American customers. If you notice, if you look on his site, he doesn't have it there. He has a special card at the top where he has it hidden in a list of screen paint for his overseas customers. So not only do you get ripped off on a $7 sample that did the same thing as screen, but you're paying an additional $70 just to have it shipped to you. Oh my goodness. It doesn't get any worse. Doesn't get any worse. Look at that. Look at the color match. Look at that on the house paint. $7 sample versus his product. Look at the color match. Look at that. Perfect. All the way through. Now, Jamie, we've had open mic. We brought you in. You snapped, screamed, cursed, carried on the whole 9 yards. That's what we needed you to do because you showed emotion. See, if you felt there was nothing wrong with this video, mind you, you shot the video. I didn't go record this. I didn't make this. I have nothing to do with this. You did all this yourself. So the fact you showed that much anger over this video shows that you don't want this video to be out. That's the problem because you ripped a whole lot of people off and you know you scammed them. People get upset when there's a lot of evidence against them and they can't get out of the situation. That's how he reacted. That's why we put an open mic on it to watch his reaction. He did exactly what we thought he was going to do. He ranted like crazy. Yeah, I guess so. You ripped all your customers off. So you got to pay these people back. Court order. You're going to pay them back. Unless you got a batch number or some testing showing that your product shows different. But again, that's you doing the demonstration. That makes it much more easier to prosecute you. Much easier to prosecute you. Because that's you, Jamie. That's you in there doing that demonstration. That's you walking out of that Home Depot with that product. That's all you. So you're going to pay your customers back all their money. That's what you're going to do. And if you think that's a joke at the end of the day, well, when that process server comes banging on your door, well, don't hide behind your wife on this one. Come to the door like a man. Just take the paperwork, and I'll see you in court. That's awful. Absolutely awful. Look at that. And you're going to pay your customers back all their money. You're going to get a court order. You're going to have to. If you don't have it, you're going to have to sell some stuff. Mine, you're going to owe me money in the lawsuits too. So you're going to pay me too also. And on top of that, with all the other fines you're going to have popping up, you got to pay those too. You got fines coming up. So you got to pay that also. Now, see what happens when you do dumb stuff at the end of the day? When you go out and you get people to commit fraud against our company, we can always come back and hit you just as twice as hard, Jamie. The difference is with me is the fact that, again, like I said, I can back myself up. If that someone was to take me to court and knock yourself out, I'll show up, I'll pop up, and then I'll sue you for more than $500,000 for wasting my time because I can back my product up 100%. We could show the judge that we requested a ship back and he denied it. Why would you deny a ship back? He can sit there and complain and says, oh, but the shipping costs money. Who paid for the shipping to send it out to you? I did. So I'm agreeing to send the shipping, pay for that, and pay for the shipping to send it to you. So you can't get around that either. Can you say it was fraudulent and it wasn't working when it left out of here? Nope, it had a batch number. It was tested, and 2 other customers have it also too, and they displayed it, nothing wrong with it. We can also show that the container was being tampered with because we saw gray paint splashed around the container, and your canister was straight black. Also, we can show how we take pictures of everything, showing how your batch number was attached. It was never glued on, it was taped on. So good luck with winning that one in court. I'll clean your clock in England. So again, don't try. But if my lawyer is happy enough and he's willing to do this on, free basis, I'm going to drag you out from UK and bring you down to the United States and prosecute you. All right, then. See, that's the power we have at the end of the day because we can back our stuff. Jamie, on the other hand, can't do this because, again, he got on camera and he matched the stuff himself. There's no batch numbers. He has no test. There's nothing there to back him or help him out. This was supposed to help him out. This video was supposed to show that his product doesn't match a house paint, and it did. So what's going to happen to Jamie is Jamie's going to get sued. He's going to get hit with fraud charges. We bring this company on fraud charges, and he's going to have to pay back his customers all this money. Because you didn't exactly sell them a product as you claimed. So why is it matching like that? $7 sample. Look at this. $7 sample. So, you want to play that game at the end of the day? Not a problem. I'll go down and file against you next week. We'll go to downtown. We'll go to the courthouse, and I'll file a fraud charge against you. You'll be coming down here to Philadelphia. Yes, you will. And you're going to have to convince the judge at the end of the day about this yellowish tone and all this other nonsense. And if you lose this case, again, that's a fraud charge, to 30-year prison sentence. 20 to 30-year prison sentence. On top of that, you will be paying back your customers all their money. And that means if your customers decide that they want to basically file a lawsuit against you, guess what? It's already on record that you were brought to court for fraud and you lost. And you will lose, I guarantee you. Look at the evidence we have. It's outstanding. We can show in 2 different cases that you went and ripped your customers off. See right there, we see the apple right there? He did the same video again right over here. Same video all over again. We got you here, face on the camera, matching paint, showing receipts, and matching the product. This is hardcore evidence against you right here. Reason why your customers haven't filed any lawsuits against you because for the file in small claims court, it costs more money than actually what they paid for the item. And some customers will think, it's not worth it. Whatever. I'll just deal with it. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of you. We'll pay the costs. And then you have a case that's already there. It's already on record. It's already noted that we've actually brought Jamie Fernando Gonzalez to court. And mind you, your charges will pop up while we're down there too, because they're going to look back and see if there's any previous charges that were filed against you. The police station is right across from the courthouse. It's not going to be hard to get your records. And since you're down there, guess what? You might get a warrant for your arrest. So we'll see you soon, Jamie. We'll see you soon. A lot sooner. A lot sooner. Let's go here and get this. You do dumb stuff. That's what I said. Dumb stuff. Let me see. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Here we go, coming up. Right now, it should be right in here. Here we go. See? Right there. I'm going to screenshot this and send this over. Shows that you committed the same scam here and there. Same image. Same match. It matches here, Jamie, as the same way it matches there. Ran a scam here and matched paint and ripped off your customers. Then you turn around and did the same thing. This right here is the personal mix. This right here is the Cinemax. Look at that. Ripped them off. Recording a copy of Crow's Train before he actually removed it. Yeah, that's what we did. We had to record it. Because again, if we didn't, guess what? It would have went missing. So, you want to talk about customers at the end of the day? Well, we're going to start digging up your customers. And notice will go out to them to let them know that they can get their money back. And you're going to pay all of it back. Every dime of it. Because you sold your customers a fraudulent product. And you refused to move it off your site. You continued to sell it knowing you were ripping your customers off. So good luck in court. Again, basically trying to convince a judge that she or he is looking at two different screens right here. Good luck on that. You're going to lose that. Easily. Let me see here. Now, what makes this so criminal? Because you still sell this product. Jail time received if your company is guilty of fraud. Here we go. We have prosecution, and we have different in Pennsylvania, but 10 years. $25,000 in fines. Depends on what charge you want to get. It starts at the beginning. The worst is beginning at 10 years. Jamie, you have sold this stuff to, what, hundreds and hundreds of people, knowing this stuff is matching house paint? And then you continue to sell the product long after finding out it was matching house paint? You got to pay all this money back. Restitution. You got to pay it back. And then on top of that, not only we're going to add that in there, we're also going to add in your LLC, which also too shows that your company, you committed. Oh, we're challenging your company, Jamie. The LLC is coming up. It's definitely coming up. So we'll be going in and pulling your documents to show that your LLC is still not paperwork. It still hasn't been filed correctly. You have not, important documents are missing, but you also have committed fraud on your LLC. That will also too come up in the court case. We're going to do that right away. Let's see, we have LLC, search for California. We want for California. Right there, let's see if you've got that document cleaned up yet. See for California. Your LLC, mind you, your products are matching house paint. You're still selling scam products online, and your LLC is not legit and you committed perjury on it. This is not going to go well for you. Let's see for California. California. Let's see if you got that little red mark cleaned up. And you name the product right after the same product you used to rip off your customers. See, dig into your stuff, Jamie. It's not hard to find stuff on you. It's very easy. But again, like I said, your customers, on the other hand, is 60 to 90 bucks. It'll cost us $160 to file for the paperwork to take him to court. We're taking him to court anyway, so we don't care. So for most people, they're not going to pay the 160 bucks to do it. They're just not going to pay it. We're going to pay it, because we're taking him to court anyway. Jamie has criminal charges and all this stuff against him. This is another way to get him over here to Pennsylvania, too. And he has these criminal charges on him. Mind, you're going to look into the records, because we're going to explain to the judge that we have criminal charges filed against you. So let's go over here and Cinemax. Let's see. Make sure we got this right. There we go. And right there, your paperwork isn't done yet. You haven't completed it. How in the world can you go around calling people scammers and your very foundation of your business is a scam? Right there. See that red writing right there? Jamie's missing serious documents from his LLC, which are required. He doesn't have them because he doesn't know what they are. And you know why he doesn't know what they are? Because he doesn't know what he's doing in business. Business is more than just splashing some things together and saying, here, I got paint. You have to understand the business part of it all the paperwork, all the certification and licenses and all that stuff. You got to know that stuff. This is where it gets serious. This is not a game. So because you didn't fill out this proper paperwork, this is going to get you in a lot of trouble. And the longer it takes, the more trouble he gets himself into. You see the year it was supposed to be reported? 8/20/23. We're in 24 right now. Can't get mad about me posting your address. You know why? Because your address is there. It says principal address, mailing address for your business. Because when you applied for your LLC, you didn't put it underneath your web-based business. You put it under your apartment. Therefore, you registered your LLC under a brick and mortar. Because it's a physical building there. That's why. What you should have registered it under your website. That's what you should have registered under. But you didn't, because you don't know what you're doing at the end of the day. You registered under a brick and mortar. Guess what? You got problems coming. There's a lot of paperwork you're freaking missing, and they're requesting that he doesn't have it. It's a statement of information due date. It's missing from his file. This is going to come up in court. Let me get all your documents together to get walking there. Now, mind you, like I said, you can't skip this date. You have to show up. You don't show up, you get a warrant for your arrest. You already have previous charges already filed against you. So when they pick you up, if you don't decide to not to show up, and if they pick you up, and what they're going to do is go into the computer system and see if you have any previous charges that are filed against you, and you got a whopping buttload of charges that are filed against you, including documents and every single charge that has been scanned into the system to back our support on what we're charging you with. Jamie, you should know me by now. I'm a person who's very thorough about getting information and to make sure that whatever I say out of my mouth, I can back it up 100% without lying. And that's what I do. So every time I went and filed a charge for you, I had all kinds of documents were being scanned into the system to back up everything I said. All those emails you were sending me, they were all forwarded to the FBI, and the rest of them were scanned out and sent to the system, and they scanned all your emails in there. So all your emails are in a document set up and the police records. Pictures of making puppets of me and all that stuff, cyber stalking, cyber bullying, cyber harassment, all those pictures are in there, all that in there, which your company's business attached to it. So when we get to court, I also will bring up to the judge that how your company harassed my company. We also had to file for a process server because you violated our copyrights, how we had a lawyer contact you and tell you to back away or you're going to get sued. All this is going to come up in court. Good luck. I told you, when I bury somebody, I bury them for good. And then when they go dig through your records to find out if you have anything else, there's a good possibility you might not leave out of there. Because they have you here now. Oh, he's here? You got to be kidding. Oh, he's here. Yeah, see what happens if you walk into the state and see what happens. But you got no choice. You're going to come here. Because I'm going to file some charges on you. And again, you ripped your customers off. But you're going to say I lied? And everything I'm saying out of my mouth is a lie? It's right there. Or are you saying at the end of the day that you never ripped your customers off? It's right there. It's showing you in the video matching house paint. Good luck fighting that one in court. Let's go over here and let's grab your number right here. This is your number, your process number right here. This is where the other problem you're going to have. We're going to make a copy of this. I'm going to go over here to your search. Put the search in. Bring it up. Let's see what we get. Now, you see all this, Jamie? These are all the documents. This is all evidence that we have against you. These are all the videos that I've done documenting everything on you. On basically how you were ripping people off, how you were scamming people. Even in some of these videos shows your activity when we went to your website to show that you were still selling these items long after you ripped off your customers. And in the website, you carried on and acted up. This is going to be seen before a judge. See, proof of perjury right there. Proof of perjury is right there. So any law enforcement agency, anybody, type in that number, that's the first thing that's going to pop up. And you can't sit there and say, well, you know, it's not true. It is true. It's 100% true. See right here? We have it documented right here where it says when we first found out, it was 5 months. You said your company's age was 5 months. You lied. Your company's age is not 5 months. That's why you can't give them the documents, because any documents you give them is going to show that your company's been around longer than 5 months. This is why you haven't repeated. You haven't figured out that, haven't fixed that that little problem you're having. Let me see what we have over here. Let me see what we have. Nope, you pop up everywhere. See right here? Copyright search, all that stuff is done on you. Everything. You pop up everywhere now. All somebody got to do is type in that number and boom, it just pops up. Here's the document right here. This shows your company's information right here. So what this shows right here, it shows your company information. This is what you fill out. This is what you made public. There you are right there. There's your number right there. There's your filing date number. There's your filing state showing you're active right there. And see where it says 9 months? We can go back and show you where we first began. It said 5 months. So your company's age is not even 9 months, Jamie. You've been around for 5 years, 5 or 6 years. And there's your address. It pops up on your principal address, which is your mailing address for your company, and your mailing address right there. Government Agency, California Secretary of State. Right there. But good thing that we went in and did the recording when we first caught you. When you put down the official date was 5 months. They can also go into records and find this out also too. They don't need our information, but they can also, since we've recorded it when it first started, we can show that he first put down that document as 5 months. We know you've been around longer than 5 months. The website's older than 5 months. Heck, we got you on eBay listings older than 5 months. Come on now. So that's why that information's missing. And all the rest of this stuff right here, yeah. There's some more information they posted up on here, man. Registration agent, following company, complete state, registration agency, and co. Ooh, I need that. I definitely need that. That's the agent. That's one of the agencies that gave him the go-ahead on this. Now, what's going to get you in trouble, Jamie? Guess what? I've got receipts. I got receipts. Put your face on it. Keep in mind that when they dig through your stuff, they're going to find out you have 2 initial charges with the United States Postal Service for 2 accounts of mail fraud. So that's going to pop up. And we can show receipts that we have purchased from you way past 5 months. You've been around for quite some time. I'm going to need this for the court. I don't have to do memes, Jamie. I don't do memes. I don't do memes. I don't do puppet people. I don't do fake them. I don't got time for that nonsense. I don't got time for me printing someone's label onto a container and mixing it with dumb nonsense in the day. I don't do that kind of stuff. I do this kind of stuff. I bring you into court, prosecute you, take things from you. That's what I do. That's what companies do at the end of the day. Dig up stuff when you find that you're committing a whole lot of fraud and take you to court for it. And that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to dig you up at the comfort of your home, drag you all the way down here to Pennsylvania and prosecute you. And when you get over here, you're going to find out at the end of the day that we have massive criminal charges about you, that you're a cyber stalker, that you've been basically committing all these crimes at the end of the day. I think the Allentown Police Department are going to like to look into that one right there. On top of that, with the, we're going to make sure the judge sees a picture of that Ditto Live poster that was on your company's website. You committed that act and that crime on your company's site, right? Then guess what? It's going to be a part of this also too. So we're going to show them that you abused your website and you used it to not only post our company's copyrighted material, but you sent me a death threat right through your company's account, including the pornography and all the other stuff that we received from your site, which will all be before a judge. Jamie, every time you try to, you haven't learned anything yet? Have you learned anything? For every one strike you hit me, it doesn't do anything. When I hit you, you definitely feel it. So we're going to bring up all the things. Also, I forgot about that too. Didn't your company rip off Frankenstein? Oh, that'll be bringing up for the judge too, showing that your company basically owes Universal Studios. I think they own it now or something like that. You owe them royalties. Did you pay them any money? Did you made a lot of money off their name? Did you pay them anything? Guess what? It's going to come in court. And there's going to be no but, no quietness. You will answer the judge. All right. Well, next week we file. This right here is very interesting on top of that. So you got perjury. You got a lot of history. You got a lot going on here. A lot going on here. A lot. Huh. You may be in before we get to the criminal charges, before we get to the other lawsuits too, you may be in. Jamie got himself into a lot of trouble. He did. He messed up. Big time. Oh, Baldwin Park. They got hit with that storm pretty hard too. Let me see. Got himself in a lot of trouble. So, you're going to pay back your customers, all of them, how many they can get their hands on, and you're not making any more products anymore. Your website's going to be gone. PayPal account's definitely going to be gone. That's going to be gone altogether. Just about everything's going to be gone. Yeah. Now, if you feel at the end of the day that I'm wrong about this, and well, you're done. That's all. Just forget it. There's no point. And putting that up there, you're done. You're gone. That's it. That's it. And keep in mind, when the agency comes to your front door, I will make sure they reach out to your landlord. So when we file for the process server, I want them to reach out to your landlord to speak with them, because they need to contact us. We got to have to talk with your landlord. I need to explain to them exactly the trouble you got yourself into, and we need to know if this building has any involvement, because the LLC that's registered is registered to his building. So does he have any involvement with this company or this business? At the end of the day, we need to know this. You need to be removed. Now, next time you feel like you want to do dumb stuff around me, at the end of the day, take it someplace else, man. I am not the person to play with. I mean, you have a mountain of evidence against you, which is staggering. It's staggering. It could go either way. But I'm going to take you to court right away on this whole thing right here with these fraud charges. I'm going to file fraud charges against your company because, again, you did rip your customers off. Now, when I get done with them, Danny, you're next. Because that whole range gain nonsense and all that other crap you talked about, we're definitely going to challenge you at the end of the day. That stuff is absolutely crap. Range gain. Where do you guys come off with this nonsense at the end of the day? We've got a rock, paper, scissors contest going on. It's like, okay, we're going to come with the weirdest name for a pin. Goopity goo, range. Please, come on. Your stuff is fake. I don't got time for the back and forth, Jamie. I give you one message and that's it. After this, you don't hear nothing from me. I'm already filing paperwork on already. I'm stacking a case on you a mile long. We get to that courtroom, it's going to be more than just this at the end of the day. You're going to answer for those perjury charges. You're going to answer for ripping the customers off. You're going to answer for committing fraud. You're going to answer for everything, man. And when they look in those records, and they're going to, they do it all the time in court. They always look back in your records to see if there's any previous charges. Let me see if there's any previous charges on you to see if we can hold you. You know what's going to pop up? That incident report's going to pop up. If I give you bail, pay some money to get out of that situation. But then again, you already owe money already. Now, this isn't a lawsuit, Jamie. This is a criminal charge I'm filing against you. You have to show up. You ain't got a choice. Filing fraud charges against your business. So you're going to have to show up. I thumb drived all these videos. They're already on a thumb drive. There we go. Right here. Your videos are on this right here. Everything we need is on here. Hand that over to the courts. It has to be done. And I'll begin the investigation on you. It's not going to look good for them to dig around in your company and find out you have committed perjury on an LLC. That's the last thing you need at the end of the day. That shows all kinds of criminal activity. That means they'll have to contact those agencies too to let them know exactly what they found. Problem with you, Jamie, at the end of the day, you feel at the end of the day you're untouchable. And you've probably been doing, I probably could think about, for a person to react this way and do the things that you do, you must have been doing a lot of dirty deeds for a long time. You must have been. Just probably never got caught. Just got the wrong person. I'm the one that's going to spend the money to prosecute you. That's what you have to worry about. And you've literally given me enough evidence to bury you. So what you have here, buddy, is called a recall. And that's what they're going to ask you. Did you remove any of this product off your shelves? And once you found out, or off your website, when you found out the product matched house paint? Now you sit in court and you say, yes, I did. You're screwed. Because we got video evidence showing that. We went to your website and we showed that you were still selling products on your website long after you found out your product matched house paint. Not only that, you engaged with us and you cursed us out, carried on, acted up, a whole 9 yards, everything. We can show that right there on this right here. Your flash drive. All your evidence, these videos sitting right on top of it. Now it's going to be in front of a judge. So next time you want to get a customer to buy our products to commit fraud against my company, you think twice about doing it. It's going to cost you. I keep telling you at the end of the day, Jamie, look, I got plenty of stuff that I can go take care of and get it done. Plenty. Sometimes I just let it go. I do. We got enough stuff on you already. I can wait to prosecute your company on fraud. But you know what? If you want me to speed up the process, I have no problem. But you come back with some dumb nonsense. You're in an open case. Common sense would tell you to shut your mouth, stop doing dumb stuff at the end of the day, because you're going to need everything you can to fight this. But you just keep doing dumb stuff. So, well, going to go in and file the paperwork now. And we have here on the death threat, which was from your website, your company's site. You posted it, right? A dead or alive. And also, too, it has Lehigh Valley Police, right? You made a joke of them. That's what you did. They're not going to like that at all. Neither is the judge. So, as I said before, you're going to get that pretty soon now. And it's coming. You're going to pay for it now. What are you going to say? You didn't rip your customers off? What do you call that at the end of the day? Now watch your so-called fan base turn on you. Because if they find out that they're going to get a refund and some money out of this, they're going to turn on you in a hot second. Who's going to back you? Who's going to pay for your bail? Who's going to pay for the lawsuits? Anybody? Anybody going to pay for this mess? Nobody's going to pay for it at all. No one person's going to pay for it. Nobody's going to stick their neck out for you. Jamie, the difference between my base and your base at the end of the day is, well, one, I got common sense. I'm not dumb enough to do stuff like that. No, we're not doing that. Anybody comes to my site and they suggest me do the same dirty tactics that you do, I block them. I'm done. I don't do that nonsense. I'm an adult. You, on the other hand, you're a clown. And I'll tell you why. Because people tell you to do stuff and you do it. You entertain that nonsense. You're a grown man. When people are sitting there talking about, when I was talking to officers and they saw the puppet faces, they cringe. It was cringy. They consider you to be a stalker. It's cringy. He asked me, how old is this guy? How old is he? Like about 15, 16? Like, no. He's a grown man. He's like 47, 48 years old doing this. With kids. Married. Sending puppy people to people. Stalking them. Creepy. And I got one, oh, just like that. That is creepy. We have it right there. And one of the text messages on your site, you call me my girl. You call me your girl. It's right there. We got it. My girl. Kept calling me B-boy. And call you, I'm your girl. We got it right there. We got it recorded. All that's going to be sent to the judge. How you carried yourself as a non-professional on your site, including your receipts, we're also going to post and bring to court, showing that we have ordered products from you. This is the kind of hostile behavior we have received from you, cursing and carrying on. This is a letter we received from you telling us to buy whatever we wanted. Keep in mind, Jamie, if you go in court and say, hey, he harassed me, he wanted and he bought stuff out of my site, and I told him he couldn't, do that and see what happens to you. I got a letter from you, telling me to buy whatever we wanted. And I did. And what did I receive? A bunch of nasty letters which you carrying on unprofessionally. That's not going to go well for you. Including the pornography on your site that you're flashing back at us, the cursing, the carrying on, the rants, all this stuff. We can show how you were very unprofessional at your business. And show the very foundation of your LLC is nothing but a stack of cards and a windstorm. You committed perjury on your own LLC. Not only that, you ripped off your customers, you robbed them at the end of the day, and you continue to come on and record and tell them at the end of the day that the product had a yellowish tone. I got that on here too also. Showing that this video was deleted off your account and somehow you popped it back on your account, changed the title of it, and continued to lie to customers and said it had a yellowish tone attached to it. Jamie, you should know by now that when I do these demonstrations like this, I back everything up. So imagine when you see me in a courtroom. When I go into a courtroom, I'm not trying to give you any way out of it. I'm trying to put you in the most tightest corner you could possibly get in. You're not going to be able to breathe. You're not going to survive. There's no way out of it. You're going to get crushed. That's what's going to happen. That's what I like to do to people when I go to court. I don't give you any option for nothing. Everything is cut away from you. So I have enough here in my arsenal. I don't do that whole puppet nonsense. I don't have to. I just go to my archive and just dig up stuff for you, which we already have. We have tons and tons of documents on you. Look at this. Look at how horrible that is. You even have your name right across it. If you sit there and say, oh, that's not me in the video. Yes, it is. It is you in the video. Now, Miss Danny, I want you to take note here. When you see what I get done with him, you'll be next. So I'll give you a fair warning right now. Remove your stuff off your site right now. The range gain nonsense ain't real. Take it off because it's wrong. You're basically lying to your customers and it's misleading. The product being a black paint, not a black paint. We saw that paint come up gray several times. I will challenge you on this in court. I'm definitely going to challenge you on this in court, definitely. Because your product does not come up the way it's supposed to come up. So, and on top of that, the thing you talk about how you made your product from scratch, I'm going to basically question whether or not you have a chemistry background. You have the facility, the site, how you're making these chemicals to begin with. What kind of zoning do you have? All that's going to come up in court when I challenge you on that. You're going to have to answer all that. And if it's stated that you lied and none of this is true, and you have an account set up to take money from people with these false accusations on your site, Mr. Rogers, this is considered to be fraud. Not going to go well. That's why you have to back everything up, gentlemen. Yes, you do. Oh, let's see. We got anything else here on this guy at the end of the day? Oh, we forgot about this stuff right here. This right here is the famous personal mix, Metallica mix product that he claims that at the end of the day, he sold you this. He sold customers this mess. This is actually free. You literally paid for a free paint. Free. Actually, it's called the black and white paint challenge. It even has the ingredients. Oh, gee whiz, that's even jacked up. I thought about that one. It has the ingredients on how to make it right there in the thumbnail, and he still charged you for it. Gee, that's awful. That's absolutely awful. Hold on for a minute. It's called a black and white paint challenge. Black and white paint screen paint challenge. Screen paint. Should be screen paint, not spray paint. Give me this. Jeez, that's the worst. That's the worst one. Black and white screen paint. Paint challenge. Now, for what you naysayers don't know at the end of the day, that this new technology we have here, I couldn't care less how many advances we get on here. Our stuff is going to be contracted. Oh, yeah, I know. I said nothing about contract, did I? No, I'm contracting this technology. Are you kidding me? How much this stuff is worth at the end of the day? Heck yeah, I'm running contracts on this. I said nothing about big corporation. Come on, it's business at the end of the day. I got big plans, very big plans, and there's nothing that can stand in my way because we did all our testing on our technology. We could beat every screen that comes across our table because we did the time, we put the work in, and we know what our technology is designed to do. So I got plans to do some contracting and some distributorship contracts coming out real soon for the technology. At the end of the day, you shouldn't be bothered by that. At least worth anything. We can make it a limited edition, make it very impossible to get your hands on it. And very elitists can actually buy it. We can do it that way. Or basically, we just make it so everybody can afford it at the end of the day. But I do want to branch out quite a lot. I do. So I'm planning to get a couple of storefronts with our technology and all the stuff you see on display, like the black and white splatter screens. Oh, they'll be a display on much bigger screens. So people can see at the end of the day why gray screens is an obsolete product. Now, you get a chance to watch Mr. Bird grow to his company to the next level and crush you at the exact same time and develop new technology all in one hit. Because we've been doing that since day one. You see those tables piled up with orders? See all the demonstrations that we're doing? So keep in mind, people, that I was processing all those orders, producing all those giant screens, all those demonstrations, and crushing these guys at the same time. 5 against 1. Gee whiz, you guys are weak. 5 against 1. 5 taking on me against 1. Did you damage my company? Did my company go under? No, we got technology now to eat sunlight. Please, we just advanced. Come on now. You haters, boy, at the end of the day. You're sad. I could crush you with one hand behind my belt. I'm used to dealing with corporations. That's what I'm used to dealing with. You YouTube trolls at the end of the day, you're too freaking easy. But freaking corporations, that's what I'm used to dealing with. Corporations, lawyers, and all that stuff. If I could deal with them at the end of the day, what makes you think I can't deal with you? Only difference between the big companies is they're not dumb enough to do dumb stuff to get them in trouble, to go to court and get sued and lose their entire company. They're smart at the end of the day. So they have limitations on how to back down and leave stuff alone, which is good because I'm dealing with another professional at the other end. I never had to deal with a company doing something stupid that's going to violate their company, their business, and their good name that's going to get them in trouble. I never had to go to one of their websites and have them curse me out, display pornography and puppet heads on my body. I don't have that problem when I go to their sites. They're professionals. But you idiots at the end of the day, when I go to your sites, we got puppets and all this other dumb nonsense at the end of the day. Well, no. Danny does it too. Danny doesn't do the puppet. Oh, no, Danny did do the puppet. That's why Danny's getting sued for one of them. Yeah, that was the nonsense he's getting sued for. But yeah, you guys do that stuff. That's why I look at you guys as a joke. And then you got to keep coming at me at the end of the day like you need my approval. You got daddy issues at the end of the day. That's what you need. You need for me to say, you've done a good job. Your paint is fantastic. No, that'll never happen. So you can show me a product that's worthy of my time. You send me tons of links. They send me tons of links for my approval. If I'm at the end of the day supposed to be the biggest scammer on the face of the planet, how come at the end of the day you guys are trying to always take me down? How come you guys are always asking for my approval? You go after me more than you go hard after the big screens, after the Black Diamonds and all them. But you can't hang with them at the end of the day, can you? Well, we can. So y'all need my approval. That's what it is. Y'all come to me like, look at this video. I've done this, and look at this video. I've done that. Please, I ain't looking at your videos. It's a waste of my freaking time. For what? See me sit there and watch you match house paint and live for about a half an hour? Why it doesn't? Yeah, okay. Why are you watching that crap? Literally, I literally get links all the time from them, wanting me to watch their demonstrations. Look how good I am. I can ride this bike and I can put my hands out and not even touch the handlebar. That's literally what you sound like. I'm not your daddy at the end of the day. Get your approval from somebody else. I have daddy issues. It's a business at the end of the day. I got things to do. I got to be on 40 different sites this summer. And of course, with ease, we're going to be the display with no problem whatsoever. You, on the other hand, this summer, are going to be fighting for your life in court because you're going to jail, because I'm sending you to jail. Go to jail, go directly to jail, then I collect $200. Because you better back up at the end of the day that my product does exactly what you said on YouTube. And if you don't, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So, difference. Gee whiz. Ugh, let me see. Now, where do you want to go with this? I got it here, right? Yeah, that's my customer right there. Boom. Yeah. Let's go pop over to the approval. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go right there. I'm making these fake paints. Look at this mess. Freaking fake paints. These screen paint mixes. The mix. I can make the same thing with house paint. It's the same thing. This stuff ain't worth no $60. We've had your product over here. We've tested. I got unboxing videos on your products, Jamie, over here that we've bought your stuff. As a matter of fact, you got scared. And as a matter of fact, he pulled his eBay listing down. We got that on recording. Got scared, pulled down his eBay listing. And keep in mind, he raised the paint to $129. We still paid for it. He still sent the money back. You couldn't even keep $129 on your product. That's pathetic. Do I need to embarrass you, Jamie? Do you need to? If I want to embarrass you, Jamie, seriously, I want to, I'll go to your website and buy your stuff. You just give me back my money. Because you can't keep it. Your product don't work. You want that kind of embarrassment. Do you need me to go to your website right now and buy all your stuff right now to have you give me back my money? Do you want that kind of embarrassment? I can literally stack up so many cancellations on you, Jamie. Really, if I seriously want to embarrass you. If I take the time out, and if I really want to embarrass you, I mean really embarrass you, I'll buy enough and get enough cancellations on you to make me a paper mache crow and stick it on top of my freaking desk. You want to sign it for me by any chance? You want that kind of embarrassment? Now, I'll embarrass you, all right. We've had your products down here. Trash paint don't work. Look at this. We had his products down here. His product don't work. Look at this. Crow's product right here. Sign it with your own signature, didn't it? Right there. That's your product right there. Don't even work. Turn around matching house paint. Did the same thing. It matched house paint. Bought the same thing. And then turned around and mixed it with some other stuff. It still matched. It was crazy. It was all numbered house paint. Overpriced $89 house paint. House paint. I got tons of videos on this, Jamie. You can sit there and say at the end of the day, oh, he's never had my product. Oh, we got your product. Right there. We got 2 containers of your stuff. Right there. We purchased from your site. This is before Jamie was doing the whole nonsense about basically going in and basically committing scams. Like basically he was committing scams, but I'm talking about as in doing fraudulent mail fraud. See right here, Jamie? What's this look like to you? Isn't that your stuff? Isn't that your stuff right there? That's all you right there, isn't it? Both containers match the same paint. Look at this. And if you sit there and say at the end of the day, well, I sent you a junky paint because you just basically admitted to mail fraud. Go ahead and mention that. Make that statement on camera that you sent me some fraudulent product in the mail. Because I already got 2 charges on it. I make it a 3rd one. So I wouldn't say that. I keep your mouth shut on that one. That's your product right there. And we had a customer ship us your product when we got it here. And it still matched house paint. As a matter of fact, the Network Grade 773 matched 3 different paints. Metallica Mix, Personal Mix, and Cinemax. You didn't do the demonstration on the rest of them, did you? Nope. I wonder why. See right here? Showing you how to make this paint. There's your product right there. Yep. But we gave you the option to make our paint, didn't I? Twice? Did I give you that demonstration to make my paint twice? What happened, Jamie? Did you make my paint? No. It didn't make my paint. It kept coming up gray in your video demonstration. I literally had to make it for you and then blow that out of the water. Crush that on demonstration. I told you what was going to happen. I said I was going to make the paint, crush it, and dance around the camera. What did I do? Crushed it, danced around the camera. That Noir, we beat the black version of it, turned around and made 3 great versions of it, beat that too. So this is how Jamie's paint's made, easily. And then this demonstration showing you how to make it. All his products are made exactly the same way. It's a black and white mixture. That's all it is. Now, if you don't feel like doing all this mixing at the end of the day, then guess what? You see where his product is matching basic house paint, and that's what you go do. Till then, Jamie, I'm going to ship you up some of that apple barrel as you're afraid to go near, and I'm going to ship you a nice little care package. We're going to have some slip silver in there. We're going to have some of that the microbrine slip silver. Put some of that apple in there. I'm going to record everything and document everything that's going in that cart so you can't say that anything was sent to you with something weird in the box. Nope, ain't going to happen. Look at that. Got your stuff right there. There's your order form right there. Got your stuff. Right off eBay. Purchased it. Stuff don't work. Your stuff is trash. It's been trash since day one. $97. That's what we paid for it. Trash. April the 20th. We can show this in court. As a matter of fact, I'm going to basically get a printout of this to show them that we paid for your item. Right there. That's your product right there. It was trash. What I got over here. It matched house paint. We were able to make it on camera. Nothing but house paint. This is in 2019. Really? Yeah, 2019. Look at that. 2019. And it shows estimate delivery time was May the 2nd, Saturday. Right there, between May the 2nd and 4th. Yep, right there. There we go. As he was on camera screaming and crying, talking about, oh, that's not my product. We've been down that road before. We've been down that road before with the Cinemax. You got on with the Cinemax because what happened was how we got the Cinemax for free. One of his customers saw the demonstration, which this is what he's one of the charges he's being prosecuted for mail fraud. Saw that he sent this down black paint, and he didn't like it. He didn't like how Crow had handled himself as a businessman. Some people, Jamie, are disgusted by what you do. And he sent this down his. So when his got here, it was sealed. And the minute it got over here, Jamie went into this huge, massive rant. That's not my product. My product would never match Network Grade 773. He made all that himself. That's what you said, right? So 6 months to a year later, you do it yourself. And what happened? It matched. That means you did all that crying and whining on camera for nothing because we had your product down here to begin with. We also made a version of it too, which is quite better than yours. And we also put it against a company called Pro HD, which their product is better than yours and cheaper. Making a paint, making a paint, making a paint, making a paint. No, black and white paint, that's all it is. 2 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons or 2 tablespoons, right? Yeah, 2 tablespoons. I'm going to pause this here. I'm going to go over here and show you. Because people are like, where are you getting that 2 tablespoons from? We're going to show you where we get the 2 tablespoons from. You got it right there on the thumbnail. It's right there on the thumbnail. Right on the thumbnail. Showing you how to make it. This is why, Jamie, at the end of the day, I can't wait to get you in court. I don't care if it's criminal charges, fraud charges, lawsuits. I want you in court. I want you in front of me. I want to see you eye to eye. I can't wait to get you in there. You know why I can't wait to get you in there, Jamie? Because you're going to pay. You're going to pay for all the dirty stuff you've done. Not just to me, but to other people. Because you have ripped off other customers. I've gotten reports from other customers that you have ripped them off and robbed these people. You're going to pay for all of that. People like you, that's what karma was made for. Karma was made for you, Jamie. I'm going to make sure that you get as much karma as you could possibly consume. I'm going to hit you with everything. And I don't want you to think at the end of the day, Jamie, that I'm full of hatred. There is no hatred in my heart. No, I don't give the devil that satisfaction. Some people deserve this because you know people are dirt bags at the end of the day and they deserve this. You don't have a hatred for them. You just want to see justice. I'm going to get my justice. And for anybody else that needs that at the end of the day, I'm going to get some for them too. Because we got the power. We got the attorneys. We got the backing on everything we need to prosecute you in court. We're going to get it done. If you ever seen how much dedication, Jamie, that I put into my products, I'm going to direct that same kind of energy towards you. It's going to be bad. And as for your little followers that were playing around with your little song and dance, they got to worry about this, because the more harder we hit you, the more you're going to start telling on them and saying things about them, because he's going to drag you with him. He's that type of person. He is that type of person. That's what you're going to have to worry about. Woo, man, I'm telling you. I've hit people in court hard before, but buddy, man, it's going to be like the equivalent of hitting somebody in the head with a sledgehammer. That's how hard we're going to hit you. You ain't going to remember jack when you get back up, if you do. Yeah, I'm planning to get you back up. You're not going to get back up. We've got 2 gigs of evidence against you on here. You're done. Let me see what we got going on here. Let me see. I want to put this here. Here. Yeah. Yep. Ripping people off, selling freaking house paint. I feel sorry for, like I said, that anybody come in. That's the company right there. That's the company put against Crow's product. It crushed Crow's product easily. And it was much cheaper than Crow's. Good product right there. Good product. I would love for them to convert to black technology. I would even help them. I like that company. I do. I really do like them. Here we go, Jamie. There's your ingredients. You're a dirtbag, man. You're an absolute dirtbag. You are definitely a dirtbag. This is why you're a dirtbag, Jamie. See this right here, people? Or people saying, oh, what's wrong? You know, he's a dirtbag. He's a little physical dirtbag. And I'll tell you why. He was selling this to people. Look at this. The ingredients is right there on the thumbnail. It's right there. Metallica projector screen paint mix. He's the only one that calls this a mix. 2 tablespoons of flat black paint. In that demonstration, it shows Jamie mixing 2 tablespoons of flat black paint into some white paint. And he sold this to his customers. This is mine. When I told you, when we first met Jamie used to give his products away for free. This is one of the demonstrations right here. So he started selling his products because his excuse was he couldn't continue to give it away for free. Technically, you weren't basically making it and giving it away for free. You lied. Because if you just post the ingredients, you only make it one time and that's it. The customer has the ingredients so they can make it as much as they want. Just like a cookbook. No one's going to come in your house and buy all the ingredients and make it for you right there. No, you got to go read through the instructions and make it yourself. So we started selling this paint. We started selling it at $50 when he first started out. And then it went from 50 to 60 to 70 to 80. Then we somehow how we don't sell over $100. Now he has paint over 100. He started lying. So right here you can see in the demonstration, this is the inside of Jamie Fernando's home. And you will see right here, hold on for a minute. Crows1176 saves hundreds. Bam! Bam, bam, bam. Right there, Jamie. You try to go into the account and remove stuff off the account. We catch you every freaking time. Man, I tell you. But this is the video. You won't even need the bottom, Jamie. This is the inside of your crib right here. So right here, you can see, as we blow it up, that's Jamie's setup right there. Now, in this demonstration, this is when he was selling, giving paint away for free. This is how all his products are made. It's a black and white paint mixture. We took this same demonstration, we made all his products with it. Same thing, same thing. Cinemax Mix is a reversal, because if you start off with white paint first, it'll take you forever to turn it black. See that? Excuse me about that, bumping it real minute. See that picture in the background, Jamie? That shows up in all your demonstrations. That picture right there shows up in all your demonstrations. It's a telltale sign, like a poker face. Everybody has a poker face, but everybody has signals that they give off when they have a good hand. That shows up in every single demonstration that you do. That's the kitchen hut set you have in your kitchen right there. But again, this is the paint you gave away for free, but now you try to sell it to your customers. This is a Metallica Mix 2.0. That's what it is. So we were able to make not only one of his products, but I used this product to make something to match the personal mix. This mix matched the personal mix, and this is a Metallica Mix. It also matched the Cinemax Mix also too. They're all the same. I bet you right now he's somewhere biting into a pillow right now, screaming out, Hey, it's your fault in the day. Just make sure you keep your emotions under control when we get in that courtroom, because you don't need to be in there snapping and carrying on. You get yourself content to court. You'd be sitting there in the bottom of a holding cell somewhere. So don't snap in there. Keep it together. But next time, don't rip people off. You know what makes it so sad? The customer who came in to buy from us to try to make us look bad, that shows that how smart his intelligent level is. So this is what you support at the end of the day. You're not a smart man at the end of the day. You purchased house paint. You got scammed. Trying to come in and try to make us look like scammers, you were dealing with a scammer. Now we come over here and we're going to make that product ourselves. This video went missing because he doesn't want you to know about this. You see it posted to his website so you can all see it? Nope. Actually, that's what the challenge is. He hasn't posted to his website. All right, so we come in here in the kitchen. Get ourselves some paint. Do we need the same paint? No, you don't need the same paint. Any kind of white paint. Any kind. Don't make a difference. There we go. You can watch the whole video. I have it right here on the blacklist. Mix that up. This is when the 12s are out. Put a little couple of black in there. Do. Now you want to see something interesting? The entire time we're doing the demonstration, my screen is in the background playing and all that window light. Nah, that's what we do. Yep. So we use a 1080p version of a Christie projector. That's what we used. 1080p Christie version. So there's the surface painted in. You look at the surface and you look at the black and white mixture he has. It's the same thing as Network Grade 773. It's the same thing as the Bear Silver Screen. It's the same thing as the Silver Mist. It's the same thing as what we have over here, which is basically the Apple Barrel pure, whatever it is, paint. Hold on for a minute. Let me do this for you. It's the same thing. Nothing new. Jamie, I'm mailing this to you. This is going to mail to you right here. Now, you can sit there and say at the end of the day, oh, that's post office fraud. How is it post office fraud? That's a legit item right there. Nothing fraudulent about it. At all, period. And it's being sent to your business. That's where it's being sent to. If you sit there and you cry in court and say, hey, that is my home, that's not my business, it's not a what? What's your LLC under? It's under brick and mortar, right? So you have it under where? Oh, okay, I was just wondering. All right, then that's where we sent it to. I don't hear any crying and whining about that one. Paint it up. If you're afraid to do the demonstration, I requested you multiple times to do this. I've requested multiple times for you to do the slip silver. I'll send it to you with a signature confirm attached to it. So we know you signed for it. And then also too, in there, that box will be a letter. And that letter will be, oh, matter of fact, forget it. We'll send you another certified letter. I'm going to request my black paint again. Because I have testing coming up and I want my black paint. So you'll get a second certified letter from my company requesting our black paint. This time, send it. Don't have me make a couple of memes of skeletons sitting on a bench asking for our paint. So I'm going to request again. I want to show the judge that we actually requested twice. You keep it up, I'll make it for a whole 7 days. I will send one to you every single day requesting our paint. This is going to look bad for you in court. Each one that comes to you and you deny, it's going to get bad. So I'm going to send you another one. You'll be receiving another letter from me. As a matter of fact, we got it written up right here already. Don't we got a copy of this already written out? Let me make this. I got my envelopes here. I'm going to get this sent to you this week. I'm going to get you another certified letter sent to you. So for those who don't know, the certified letter is for us requesting Jamie Fernando Gonzalez to send us black paint. As I made, he made the claim that our product is nothing more than black paint. We're willing to test this on YouTube Live for fun. So come on, man. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Why are you afraid all the time? He's always afraid of cat. Just send out the paint, that's all. I'm going to send you another certified letter. I think I got a copy of that too. I'm going to send you another certified letter requesting that. You're gonna cry about that too and say it's harassment? Because literally, that's where we got the samples at. So, Jamie, you see that right there? You see that sample drawer? You see all those certified? Hold on for a minute. Did I just skip my whole sample drawer right there? Hold on for a minute. Let me go back here. My sample drawer. Yeah, you see that right there, Jamie? See all those sample sheets in there? That's all certified screens sitting up there in my sample drawer for test demonstrations. You don't do any of those tests, do you? No, you don't. Because at the end of the day, you think, well, I figure he figures that at the end of the day that he can basically slam us at the end of the day. Nothing's going to happen to him. Like, we're not a big company that's going to come after him. Well, I'm going to come after you, buddy. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. There we go. We got a copy of this for the judge already set up. This right here shows basically your company at the end of the day with that paperwork missing. Yep, this is already in the police record. So it's already scanned in the police record. So it's already on file that you basically are missing documents and you have committed perjury in documents. Yeah, look at this. I want you to look at all this. You got yourself in a lot of trouble, man. This is how much money this is going to cost you at the end of the day for posting my face without my permission. It's going to cost you a lot of money. Money you don't have at the end of the day to pay me, but you're going to get charged for it. You're going to pay me. Did I give you permission for that? Judge is going to look at, even when the police officer like that, you going to sue him for this? I said, oh, heck yes, I'm going to sue him for this. And isn't that my cube right there? Yeah, that's it right there. Crows, dark, crystal mix. Isn't that right there? Oh, yeah, there you go. Copyright infringement lawsuit. Oh, man, you're going to pay me a lot of money. 5 years ago. Okay. We got transcripts from PayPal where you lied. You sat there and lied on PayPal transcripts about basically the Frankenstein mix. So when we're taking you to court for copyright infringements and some other stuff, not copyright infringements, we're taking them to court for basically post office mail fraud. This was sent to the post office. These are the transcripts from PayPal. The receipts, transition receipts, all that other good stuff, ID numbers, all that stuff. Get yourself in a lot of trouble. I told you we back everything up, man. We back it up. Yes, we do. Oh, let's get back to this house paint mount, so you can watch this too real quick while I'm looking through all these documents over here. Woo! Man. You see me up there doing cartwheels and stuff? You're going to get crushed. You're going to get crushed, man. I'm going to treat you just like I treat your paint. I'm going to destroy it. Teach you a valuable lesson at the end of the day. Don't mess with Mr. Bird. I guess he must have thought at the end of the day, I was one of those people that he's used to basically walking over top of. You got the wrong person. Copyright infringement. That's my registration number right there for my copyright right there. Right there, baby. That's my copyright right there. You touched that, didn't you? That's going to cost you $1 million right there. $1 million I'm going to sue you for touching that copyright. I don't care if you don't got it or not. Jamie, you're going to know what I say. It's a $10 million lawsuit it's going to add up to. And he can sit there and say, I don't have it. We don't care. Judge don't care. All that matters is at the end of the day that if you're guilty, you got to pay it. Nobody gave you that permission. What was this right here? Oh, yeah, this was the other statement from that one. Got a whole pile on you in here, man. And this mess right here. This house paint shred up right here at the end of the day. Look at this. Frankenstein. Isn't that your face right there on the receipt? Isn't that you, Jamie? That's your receipt, right? That's when we paid for your product. That's the post office fraud charge. That's what got slammed. Well, that's what's in the charge for the post office fraud charge. And there, it shows his face on the receipt. When I went down to the post office and I told him the situation, you should have seen the reaction that I got. I said, not only, because usually when people file for fraud charges, the hard thing about doing it is trying to prove this. Because mind you, most people get a package, they don't record the package that they're getting. They open it up. Ain't nobody there but them. They open up the package. So there's nobody there to say what was in it, what was put in it, none of that. Company could literally fight that easily. They could say, look, there's no recording. We don't know what happened between the time of them getting the packaging and opening it up. We don't know any of this at all whatsoever. But Jamie, you're a little different. We did a live unboxing on your product. As a matter of fact, we had conversations with you back and forth, which means you were fully knowledgeable of the transaction that we were having back and forth. So we went in and we brought your product, put it on the table, unboxed it, and showed that your product basically had a product in there that had nothing to do with your screen paint whatsoever. We even have one charge against him where we've recorded the shopping cart. And he changed the color at the last minute and sent us on a different product. She was Louise. And then we got your face on the receipt, all the transactions, all the information from PayPal, including tracking numbers, the whole 9 yards, and even printouts of basically your signing your name to all the containers and to the packaging. When I told them that, they were like, oh, what? I said, yeah. His face is on the receipt. They was like, yo, we gonna get 20 years. That's what the guy said in the back. He getting 20 years. I said, open and shut. That's what he said. Open and shut. Mind you, I'm not gonna be in that courtroom. That has nothing to do with me. That's with the government. That's what you're dealing with. So if you look right here, see that paint right there? That's Jamie's paint. That's the one we just made. Hold on. 1 minute. There you go. That's his paint. Right there. Made it for free. Who paid $70 for this mess? Who paid $70? Which one of his customers paid $70 for paint he literally gave away for free? Jamie, did you forget? Did you forget about this demonstration when you was running your mouth about calling people scammers? You sold this to your customers. Now, are we willing to go on Jamie's site? Oh, heck no. He's a nut job at the end of the day. Every time we want to say this weird stuff, he's already in enough trouble already. Jamie's already got enough problems on his hands. When you go to the site, he's just going to incriminate himself and even more because he doesn't know better. Jamie lets his temper get the best of him. So, you can go there yourself. See if he's still selling the products. As a matter of fact, we even got a section there who's ripping off images off Google. Now, this paint is for the Metallica Mix 2.0. The sample I'm going to put in front of it is for the Personal Mix. 2 different paints. Let's see if they match. Now, that surface right there, that's the Personal Mix. As you saw with the cans I had on the table, yeah, and the receipts showing that we purchased his product. And guess what, Jamie? Your product matched. So that means that anyone that makes that 2 tablespoons into white paint or black paint, you can turn around and you can make your product. So you're going to have to pay back money for the Frankenstein, the UB Mix, the Personal Mix, just about everything. You're going to have to pay the money back on it. Oh, look at that, the contrast faded. The contrast faded. You know, it's funny. That looks exactly the same way as it does in your video right here. Oh my goodness. Look how badly it faded. Watch this. Look at this. Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch it. I got to get somebody to make a whole freaking video reel of this. It's just unreal on how crazy this is. It's unreal. Literally in one of the videos, he sat there and said he was somehow his contrast level was being so well. He's sitting in this super dark environment trying to convince people that his contrast levels were really good. And then in the same video he did just recently, his contrast was just completely faded and washed out. This is unbelievable. Right there. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. He washed out completely. Right there. Same color. Same color the back of his screen is. Now mind, this is the network gray. It's a little lighter. Same color the back of his screen is. This right here is supposed to be the Cinemax. And the mix we made in the video demonstration right here is basically the Metallica mix. Same color. Exact same color. That's why when we made that, we was able to match his products. Oh, wait. Let's do one more real quick. We got to do this one right here. We got to do the when we first did the network gray on this product. Oh, wait, we got to go back to this real quick. We got to show you this real quick too. We got to show you this video. We got tons of these right here. Tons of these videos on how he made that product. Look at that. Black and white paint all day long. They got rouge ripped off. That's why when we went to his site when he was doing these videos to see who was streaming, who was in there streaming, that we even put some of that mic in it too. Look, mic and everything in it. It matched his product. Same thing. Look, that's his product right there. House paint. Ain't nothing special about that. Got that 4K projector, put in a dark environment, try to convince your people they won't get that image at the end of the day. You couldn't even get that image at the end of the day. Put those lights in the environment, screen washed out. Shake it up. All right, so I'm gonna have my care package sent to you, man. My care package is gonna have this right here in it. I'm gonna send over to you the I don't need your permission, Jamie. Forget that. You got a business. You brick and mortar your place. At the end of the day, that's your business. At the end of the day, as long as I'm not sending anything over that's hazardous or basically dangerous, at the end of the day, that can get me in trouble. I'm not stupid, and I did talk to an attorney about it before I actually came to this conclusion. And yes, I can. So I can send this to your business. You have a mailing address right there on your LLC telling me where I can mail it to. That's where I'm going to send it to. So I'm going to send you down this. Everything's going to be mint condition. It's going to be sealed. I'm going to record and document everything that's going in the container, just like a batch number. So you can tell that you can't say at the end of the day and open up the box, put something stupid and try to say, oh, he sent me this. No, that'll get you in trouble. Don't mess around. You'll find out. I'm the wrong person. You already realized at the end of the day, I'm not the type of person to play with. So I'm going to send you up a gray screen paint collection. And I'm expecting for him to put this against his product. Jamie, you don't have an option. Let me explain why. Either you do it on YouTube or you do it in court. Pick one. I would suggest you do it on YouTube. So I'm going to send it up to you. Nice little kit. Pop the top. I'll show you that everything's sealed up, mint condition, and good. I'm going to pick up a nice little collection of grays. And Network Gray 773 will be in that group, so you know that. You'll do that again. You didn't do the demonstration correctly. You only did it on the Cinemax. You're missing 3 paints. So look at this. Made his product that fast. Look at that. Made his product that fast. Boom. Boom. Now what? Now what, Jamie? Your stuff is nothing but house paint. That's all it is. Glorified house paint. That's all it is. We're making your stuff years ago. This video is like 2 years old. We were making this stuff years ago. We're making this stuff. Did I give you permission to make my product? Did I not? What happened when you tried to make my product, Jamie? You failed, didn't you? All right, then. You don't know what you're doing. We do. I used to make great paint. That's why I first started. How many different versions of gray paint I had to make at the end of the day? You figure out all kinds of crazy stuff at the end of the day. We got our Epson projector. That's my Epson projector. I can get another one. That's a good projector. That was a really good projector. I paid $150 for that projector. There's your paint. So we pour it out. Same color. Same color we got here is the same color that she's showing your demonstrations. Look at the color of that right there. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back to that minute, to my gray. My gray. I'm painting down. Look at this. Look at the same color. Come here for a minute. Get that color. We roll down there. Oh, everything's so fast. Now this should show the court our findings of buying your product. Now, since you feel, Jamie, at the end of the day, that you said that all this is fake, you got 2 weeks to get a court order to take me to court, proving that everything I said about your products at the end of the day are nothing but house paint. You can't. You know why? Because of those videos. That's why. You can't do anything. We know you can't do anything. My lawyers are laughing about it. You can't do jack. You can't do jack. You can't do nothing. Because your product match house paint. You the one that did the demonstration, not us. We did the demonstration here, but you literally went on YouTube and did this demonstration to match house paint. What are you going to say in court? What are you going to do? All right, then. My turn. My turn. It's my turn. So I'm going to start drawing my paperwork up this week, challenging your company on fraud. The very thing we told you, your product is nothing but a glorified house paint. Let me see right there. We got that black and white Metallica Mix 2.0. I'm going to go get this. We got the difference between, we got the other video talking about the benefits of a gray screen versus a white screen. He deleted that video too. We got it on there. He deleted that one too. That's another one missing at the end of the day. Let's go back to this right here. Let's show us some more of this paint right here. So this right here, as you told you before, this is the mix we made for free from his own video. Tutorial was from his own video. This is Metallica Mix. This is Personal Mix. They match the same contrast, the same color. Jamie, now I know you're going to rant about this. I know you're going to be upset. You're going to be angry. But guess what? I'm going to send you a care package. You're going to do this demonstration. Like I said, either you do it live or you do it in court. Make your choice. I'm going to send you a nice little care package up to you. And you can't sit there and rage and carry on and say at the end of the day, he sent this to my address, my personal address without my permission. Buddy, that's canceled. Your LLC is registered on your brick and mortar yourself at the end of the day. So guess what? It's a business. Now, I'm giving you a chance to support that you're not committing fraud. Just like I'm giving you a chance to send me black paint again. And you will. I'm going to send you 3 of these, maybe 4. I'm going to send you 4 of these certified letters. It challenged me to put this paint against my own product. Don't make this a mess for yourself, man. If you turn around and if you send me the paint, that black paint, I'm going to crush it. You already know what's going to happen. But I'm going to make you do this. Because again, there's consequences for wasting my time. I had to come on here and make a dumb video about this customer, about how he tried to rip me off and how this blah, blah, blah. And I shouldn't have to go through all that. Now you got to pay for my time. So what you're going to do is I'm going to send this nice little care package to you, and you're going to put this on YouTube Live. And if you don't, I'll see you in court. I'm going to challenge your company. I got a nice little flash drive over here with all your videos and all your information on here of you committing all kinds of crimes, and I'm going to go for the judge. I'm going to file this claim against your company. I already have claims against you already for filing breaking the law. I'm going to challenge your company in court. I'm going to do it either way. It doesn't make a difference. But I'm going to do this a lot faster now. So you go online, you get the little care package. Now, if you don't want the care package sent to your front door, guess what you do? Go pick it out and buy it. Just like you did with the Network Gray, go buy it. If you don't want to do it, then we just send you the care package. Either way, you're going to have to do this. And you're going to send me my black paint. Because again, I should not have to pay for black paint. I should be to get it for free. And you're going to fund it for me from now on until we go to court. From now on, you're responsible for all my black paint I do for testing. IW that job. Isn't that a bad job for him to have now? I told you if I gave you that opportunity, I want my black paint. Now, mind you, if you send anything here that's weird and crazy in any of the packages, I have fraud charges against you and post office fraud charges. Let's not make them grow, okay? Send me my black paint. Have it here. I'm going to send you another letter out again because I want the judge to see that I basically gave you the permission to go out and send it to me. Because this address is not registered for business. This is a place I work at, but it's not registered for that. So, again, have it sent. Until then, you're going to get your care package, and I expect to see the demonstrations done. Now, see how tiny of a corner you just painted yourself in? Man, this guy never learns. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. 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 We made that paint. We made that using his tutorial. It matched his product that we bought. So that's free paint versus paint that we paid for. Paint in the middle, we paid for. $89. That's the one you saw sitting on a table, those containers. And the paint right there, we made it off his YouTube video. Matched. That's a 1080p Chrissy projector you matched. So let's send you up. So let's give you something to do. Since you're so busy, since you have so much time on your hands, Mr. Fernando, you got time to do dumb stuff every single day. Let's help you out, work on some of that free time. How about you do some testing all this week? Let's send up some of this great paint for you, and you can do a lot of these tests so all of us can see this on live. And meanwhile, because I need the paint anyway, and it'd be nice because I got a lot of testing to do on our technology versus black, I think what would be much more proper for our FLE technology than to have the very troll who talk trash about our technology to send us the black paint, to do the demonstration, to crush it on YouTube, to turn around to use it for another black on black demonstrations on our site. I like this. Tell me. What do you think at the end of the day, Jamie? You think I was going to back down and huddle in some corner somewhere and go, oh my goodness, he got me. I'm exposed. I'm a fake. I'm a scammer. You think I was going to do that at the end of the day? Got people have the same paint from the same container. You back our products up anywhere, please. And I'm going to give you a challenge. I bet you won't even do it. Go on vacation. That's pretty much what you're probably going to do. Go run. Usually runs. He goes on vacation somewhere. Look at that. That's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. That's free. That's absolutely free. Free ingredient right there. It's matching your product. Isn't here bitter? Absolutely bitter. Well, yeah, you did it yourself. So you got an option here. You want to paint this there or paint it in the courtroom? Choose one. I can't wait to see this against this paint. This is $4.97. You know how bad that's going to be if you match this stuff? That's going to be really awful. Really awful. Now, mind you, if you match this stuff, that's even more evidence for us to throw against your company for fraud. And you're going to have to do it anyway because you need to back up showing that your company has ripped off a bunch of people on house paint. So you're still going to have to do it. Doesn't make a difference. And it's best that you do it live so we can all see it. That way we don't have any editing, none of that nonsense. We want to see it all live. You know, like when I take my t-shirt and I throw it over top my screen and all that crazy stuff, I bet he's pacing around his apartment right now. You done messed up. Yeah, that's what you get for tangling with me at the end of the day, man. It's customer came in and tried to do that nonsense stuff. You didn't have to do all that. That wasn't unnecessary, but you wanted to be an idiot. So this is what you got yourself into now. So now, next week, Monday, I'm going to go down and file my charges against you. And time is a ticking. So you got a choice. You're going to get this done or you're in court. One way or another, you're going to have to do it. It's going to cost you time and it could get you some jail time. It probably will get you jail time. Mind, you get in that courtroom and they start looking through those documents and find you got charges on you. So, get it done, man. Get it done. Oh, man, mess with the bull, you get the horns. In this case, you got the horns and the back hoofs. And you got trampled on at the same time. And you got picked up again, thrown over the gate. You should know better than that, man. Look at your product, man. That's awful. Free. He's charged his, I don't know what's worse. The fact that he charges customers for this or he charges customers for that. And those of you that are people who back him at the end of the day, well, you support a scammer at the end of the day. You're just as guilty as he is ripping people off. Oh, that's awful. You know what? That's horrible. Absolutely horrible, Jamie. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, dude. That is just really messed up. Look at that. For free. Make it for free. Sitting there making buying products. I'm talking about this a difference. There's no difference in your product. Let's go over here and check out this Network Grade 773 video. We're going to show you ours first. We're the ones who started it. The reason why I came to the Network Grade 773 conclusion, matter of fact, we didn't even pick the paint. Sherwin-Williams picked it. Because I didn't even know what to get. We weren't even really sure 100% was going to match. Because sure you sit there and said it on camera that I'm not really sure it's going to match. But we want to see how close. Because with all these tones coming up on the market, who's to say they're going to stop? You know how much expensive adding black paint, silver, and all that stuff to it? It just costs too much. I told you at the end of the day, his product costs $60. He ain't making no money. Jamie's not making no money off that. His product alone will kill that off with no problem whatsoever. He's making pennies off of that. So he has to cut corners. He has to cut corners any way he can. He has to cut corners. And keep in mind, paint does not cost the same price that it did back then as it costs now. Everything is much more expensive. So again, that's $60. No, he's getting pennies off of that. So he has to go and he has to figure out a way how he can cut corners. Now, what's there to say that he's not shipping you down an everyday grade paint? There's Solway 5. We got him right there. Boom, look, taking pictures next to the receipts. I'll see you in court, buddy. Anyway, so what's there to say that he's just shipping you out everyday house paint? How would you know this? There's no batch number. There's no testing. How would you know? You wouldn't know. Oh, there, right there, lost your case right there. And there, right there shows you that's the Frankenstein where he changed to the color of the paint at the last minute. Or this is where he lies and says that Frankenstein is not ambient light rejection, but he says it is ambient light rejection. Ugh. This is where he deleted another demonstration, deleted another demonstration. Oh, wait, where's our demonstration now? Let me see. For the top, let me see. Customer sent us in a product. Right there. There's another version of post office mail fraud where he signed his name to the package. Man, gee whiz Louise, man. Here we go. Our network gray test. Now, we did this test, like I said. I had a strange feeling. Like I said, when I seen this product come through, his product has glitter in it. You can see it has some glitter in it. We did it up close. It has a little glitter in it. So we're guessing it's pretty much a little mica, and it's definitely black and white paint. It's always been black and white paint since day one. And it matched, like I said, in all demonstrations. But we did one. We didn't put anything in it. No mica, nothing. And this product right here has nothing in it. It's just straight out of the can. So it'd be cheaper for him to take it out of the can and just sell it to you. How would you know? How would you know? Exactly. If I got some gray screen paint, how close would it come to matching Crow's products at the end of the day? Because like I said, the only reason why we go after these individuals is because they make all these outlandish accusations and claims about their products, doing this, that, and the other, and it's bogus at the end of the day. You know what's funny, Jamie, about this? At this particular time, I didn't even know where you lived at. Did you know that? Nope. We didn't know where you're at. We had charges that were basically wanting to file against you, but we couldn't because we didn't know where you live at. Thank you for the LLC. I'll see you soon. So usually you would mix it with some bare silver screen. It's very light. Can't wait to see you. Before, but you got to add black in there because you got to be to put those tones in there. This stuff is already toned, so it's good. So we picked up a gallon. Over here, man. Really? Let me work for this. All right, here we go. We picked up a gallon of by Sherman Williams. Picked up a gallon of this for around $23. This is called Network Gray. Got a couple more of these coming in. And this is an S. Now, that's the surface we have here. We did in the demonstration. It's a black and white paint. It matched. And the rest of your products are sitting over here, including the one we got from the customer that you didn't know it was from us. But we had to do it that way because Jimmy cancels orders. You didn't complain about that one, did you? You know, that was your actual paint right there. That came from a customer. The rest of these we had to order, but that came from a customer. Why didn't you complain about that? No, of course. SW, I think it's a 773. So I'm curious to see if I paint this on here. We're not looking for a match. We're looking to see how close it would come to matching the paint. As I said before, we have to do these demonstrations ourselves. I will put down my demonstrations on my products versus black paint, black fabric, and just about anything else we can throw against our screen. We've done these tests already before. As a matter of fact, the screen paint will come in handy for us to do some tests outside. I'm sure at the end of the day, the gray screen paint products are basically obsolete. All right, so I'm going to take you guys and put you in the overhead. This is not going to go well. Look. I bet you all those. Now, we did this demonstration way before Jamie, because Jamie didn't know what Network Gray 773 was. We started all that. So as you hear me, I said, I don't know if it's going to match. We're going to see how close it comes. Because this stuff matches. That means that he doesn't have to go in and spend any more black paint, no more glitter. He can just pour those individually into a container, put his seal on it, and say, hey, this is my product. That's all he would do. And I guarantee he's doing it now. If you want to trick you, put a little mica in it, a little glitter, you know what I mean? Try to make it something special, but that's all you're getting. And that's why when he did the demonstration, it matched. Now, why he had to, mind you, we did a lot of these demonstrations and he wouldn't do it because he was afraid. So his customers are the ones who pressured him into doing the demonstration. And he did it. And what happened, Jamie? You matched, didn't you? Yes, you did. You matched. Oh, you matched. Listen to what I say. This is not going to go well. Look at that right there. That's not good. Now, Jamie, you have to understand. If I can look at that paint, and I've been in the field for a while, if I can look at that paint and I can tell you that just by popping the top, that's going to match your product, it's going to match your product. This right here, this is going to do better than your product because it's darker than that, but it dries a little lighter. And it's actual silver in there too. So this is going to cause some damage. And why is this so dangerous? Because it's a $4.97 product. On top of that, overseas customers can get access to it easily without the $70 surcharge fee at only $4.97. I think it's $9.47 for if you want to do 32 ounces. I can tell from looking at that, that is not good at all. That's nothing in it. No black, no glitter, nothing. That is not a good sign. Oh, it went on easy. And guess what, Mr. Rogers? That paint painted on faster than your product. Look at that. Do you see me going back and forth over the screen 100 million times? No. So we paint the surface, put it up there. Show you next to our technology, which crushes it as usual. Let's go over here and let's get pair of samples. You can watch those later on. That nonsense at the end of the day. Good gracious, really? Do you drive? I had to ask him, do you drive in the day? Do you a delusion or are you colorblind, Jamie? Because I don't know how in the world you got up there and said, oh, there's color in this. There's no color in that at all. You're missing 2 more screen paints you forgot to test. We did 3 of them. You didn't match us. Metallica mix, personal mix, and Cinemax. You only did Cinemax, and you didn't do the rest of them at all, period. You know why? This is what you did, I guarantee you. Tell me if I'm in your head or not. Off camera, you did the test to see if you had something, because usually it's what most people do. If they match one of them, let me find something that I can show online to prove that my product doesn't match. And I guarantee you went through your collection and try to figure out to find some kind of level ground that you can come back on camera and try to justify your nightmare. But you didn't find anything, did you? Because all your products matched. That's what you found out. And that's why you didn't come back on and do the rest of the demonstrations that you were supposed to do against the rest of your products. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this because do you remember when you gave me permission to make your paint, right? And you failed. Remember that? Then you came back with a second desperate attempt with the Noor paint. Did I sit there and say, oh, no, we're not doing that due to the fact that we already did the other one? No, I did that one too and crushed it and embarrassed you because I can back my stuff. But you, on the other hand, you get beat down one time and you don't come back. And to prove that theory on how beat down you were in that demonstration, that's why we did the slip silver. The slip silver was done to see if he was bold enough to go back on and do the demonstration with the slip silver. Excuse me. Jamie terrified himself so badly with the Network Gray 773 that he was shell-shocked when it came to doing any other gray paints. That's why he did that fake demonstration when he said he got some strange paint out of his daughter's room and all of a sudden it was darker. Oh my goodness. Let me explain something to you, Jamie. The paint displayed a very dark level, but the problem you have is your white level was way too high. And the white level is what you don't want to be extremely high on the screen because then you just described a white screen, which means you're going to have a problem with contrast and color and ambient light environments. Doo-doo! Yeah, there you go. You want your contrast, you want your screen to come up darker. And I don't know what that message you had. You painted on it. You said you got it from your daughter's room, but you never told anybody precisely what it was. So you're going to do the demonstration again. And this time we gave the Network Gray 773. You're going to add in the other 2 paints that you basically didn't add in. Oh, my goodness. I swear. It's like talking to a 5-year-old sometimes. It really is. Like having a conversation with a 5-year-old. How in the world did you not see that? I told that in one demonstration. I'm like, wait a minute. Where's the difference at? You got to be kidding me. Like literally, Jamie, you're colorblind. He literally watched him take all his screen paints, line them all together. You ever seen that one before? He takes all his screen paint lines, them all together, all blended in. They literally all blended in. I was like, wow, really? Jamie, this is the deal problem you have. You may be the full people on YouTube, all right? You may have your little followers at the end of the day that may support your claim. But you got a bigger problem. You're going to have to support this in a court of law. If you can't support it in there, you're going to have a lot of problems. A lot of problems. Because I'm going to challenge you in court. And it's going to come up sooner than you think now. So between me and you in a courtroom, and you're going to have to prove to this judge at the end of the day that these products right here are not matching house paint. You're not committing fraud. I'm also going to challenge your LLC too in court while I'm in there, along with the fact that you committed perjury, and the fact that you basically had copyright infringements, and also too, including to add to that too, also too, is the fact that you made money off Frankenstein products and you basically didn't pay him out any royalties whatsoever. So you got to answer for all that. Probably a couple more other things too. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be bad.
$23 can of paint.
23.
How much did you pay for that stuff? That's why I said, Crow Boys, please don't come in here. Don't ever come in here talking about
The Crow Boys. What happened to the Crow Boys? I haven't heard anything from the Crow Boys. I think they got plucked. I heard anything about the Crow Boys. I said plucked, by the way. The Crow Boys, they're gone. You know why? Because they're embarrassed to show off your product. Any of your customers are embarrassed to show off your product. I can't wait. And the reason why I need to bring you to court on this, Jamie, I'm going to have a court document on you. A record showing that you were accused of fraud from your company. Yeah. Oh boy, this is not going to go well for this guy at the end of the day. And I'm already suing you already for $1 million already for going in and basically slandering my company, saying that it's fraud to begin with. Not going to be good to start the entire court case when you lost the case previously to fraud. Good luck on that. I'm going to crush you in court, man. But meanwhile, get the demonstration done. No crying about it, no whining, no caring. I don't care about that. Get the demonstration done. I'm not going to come back in here with this again. I got work to do. You're going to get the demonstration done. I'll basically post one demonstration. I was getting ready to ship the package out to him with a certified letter will be sent to him, asking and requesting for our black paint. So don't cry about it. Don't whine about it. Don't go on vacation. None of that dumb nonsense. Get the package, sign for it, open it up, get your live YouTube started, and display. Because if you don't do it there, I'll make you do it in court. See, I got to treat you like a 5-year-old, man. I can't even have a conversation with this guy that's an adult. You're a 5-year-old to me. That's what you are. Back your product up. I'm so sick and tired of people talking all this trash and not backing it up. So you got a choice. You can back it up on YouTube, you can back it up on court. Doesn't make a difference to me. Get it done. I'll see you soon, Jamie. I'll see you soon. Let's play a little bit more of this.
Don't ever come in here. I got a tablecloth now and $23. Which way you want to go with? You got an option here.
Oh, yeah. Do that tablecloth, too. Because definitely do that one again. He cheated the daylights out of it. He put red lights all around the screen. You know what red lights do to colors, right? They disrupt the color balance. That's what it does. That's why he had all those red lights around the screen. You're going to do that one again, too, on top of that. I'm going to send you up a gray sheet. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to send him a nice little package. Gray sheets, everything all packed up. I'm going to send you a whole lot of stuff. Gray T-shirts, everything. Knock yourself out. Have a ball. And as for that darker mix, I got colors to match that too. I'm going to send you up everything. Nice big care package. And I'll basically record everything inside the package so that way he doesn't open it up and put something weird in there and try to do something stupid. Because like I said, play with me and you definitely will find out. I'll file some more charges on you. So get it done, man. Get it done.
Return policy. It clearly says if it lands on the property, it belongs to them. And at the end of the day, how are you going to argue that?
I'm challenging your return policy too on top of that. I forgot about that. We're going to challenge your whole website. Everything on it. Challenge all of it. The return policy, everything. Because that's the most bogus return policy I've heard in my entire life. If it lands on the property, it's yours. If you open it, it's yours. There's no exchange, no returns, no nothing at all. He won't even have you send it back so you can basically do a video to show. Oh my goodness. When you do this, Jamie, remember me, when they bring back the return, you got to put it against gray paint. That's what you're going to have to do. All right, people. We're going to get it done. Fernando, message to you. Listen crystal clear. Send you a nice little care package. You're going to get this. You're going to get some gray bed sheets, some tablecloths. You're going to get some of that Network Gray 773. I'm going to get some more of that. Some bare silver screen. I'm going to pick you up some silver mist, and we're going to pick you up some of that microblend slip silver, which you've been dodging like crazy. We're going to do all those demonstrations on camera. We get a chance to watch all that. So that nightmare you went through when you were locked on that screen and that camera and you couldn't go anywhere after your product blended into the screen, you're going to go through that quite a lot. Now, if you choose to, you have to sign for the package. If you choose to ignore it, which we know you are going to ignore it, you're not going to do it because you're a coward. You can't do it anyway. Your products are fake. But anyway, if you choose to ignore it, you'll do it in court. And you won't have a choice. You can't get out of that area. You'll be stuck in there with me and the judge and the lawyer. So you're not getting out of that. You're going to do it one way or another. You don't have a choice. You can cry and whine all you want. We're going to get it done. So you better hope your stuff doesn't match that stuff. Meanwhile, I want my paint. So if I have to spend money out of my pocket to buy black paint to do demonstrations against this, it's going to be a crying shame. Send me my paint. You're the one who started the rumor. You're the one who sat there and said that my product was nothing more than black paint. Send me my black paint. Because if you don't, Jamie, this is going to cost you a lot of money. I'm going to crush the daylights out of you in court. This will be my second certified letter requesting our black paint. So since you made this accusation, then you better be to back it up. If you don't, you're going to cost me $1 million. And more money after that. A lot of money after that. If you don't got it, you're going to have to pay me somehow. I'll treat your house like the Grinch. I'll come through there and leave you nothing, but I won't even leave you a freaking nail on the wall. You better have my money. Because again, you better be to back it up. Second certified letter coming to you. That's why I said, at the end of the day, if people want to talk trash, I worked hard. I built my technology. When people say, well, why you like that? Because I worked hard. I went through a lot of sacrifice to build my technology. None of this stuff was easy. There was a lot of hard work I had to put in. You see my videos I drop in? It's a lot of hard work at the end of the day. And if anybody's going to sit there and try to take it from me, you got a heck of a fight coming, because I am not the kind of person that lays on easy at the end of the day. I'm going to take you head on one way or another. Win or lose, I'm coming through. I ain't got no time for that nonsense at the end of the day. That's the way you game you want to play? Send me my black paint. The longer I wait for this black paint, the worse it's going to get for you in court. So I would suggest you send it to me quickly and fast. Don't make an accusation about me and get scared when I back you into a corner. That's what happens. When people talk trash about you and you finally catch up to them and get in their face, what's the first thing they do? They back down. Oh, somebody else said so and so and so. We ain't got no time for somebody. And none of them at all, period. You made the accusation. Send me my paint. I will send you the product up. Hopefully, no, you ain't going to pass. Forget it. You're probably not even going to do it. I'm wasting my time. I'm not going to get my black paint. We know that from the door. He's a coward. But either way, you're going to pay for it. Either whether it be a YouTuber or in court. And mind you, when I'm done with you, I'm going to see if the judge can get me to have you get me a written apology on YouTube. I think I'm going to ask my lawyers for that. You do owe me an apology. Yes, you do. It's not going to stop me from suing you, but you owe me an apology. All right, people. We had some fun. We got a chance to out the hater of all haters. We gave Crow a big challenge. He got painted himself into a corner this time again. So we are requesting our black paint. Second certified letter will be reaching his address request. I also, too, will be requesting, sending him some gray paints to put against his own products. And Monday morning, I'll be following a set of charges against Fernando Gonzalez for fraud. I'm challenging your company because your company has ripped off a lot of people. You sold people a lot of house paint and lied about it, tricking them, stealing from them, robbing them to make them believe that they were getting a professional screen paint, but they were just getting nothing but just house paint. So when we get done with this, you might get a notification. You may have a little money coming to you because Jamie's going to pay some money back. That's what he's going to do. Man, I tell you, that felt fantastic. I bet he's in my account right now crying. He's always in my account crying about something, always crying. You cry too much, Jamie. I swear. I might send you a box of Kleenex in there, too, help you with your tears, because all you do is cry. You cry so much, man. The difference between me and you, Jamie, is the fact that when you talk trash at the end of the day, that's just you. You just talk trash. When I come on here, I back up everything I say. If I say your product's matching house paint, you're matching house paint. If I sit there and say your product is nothing but black and white paint, it's nothing but black and white paint. I got all evidence for days on you, showing you doing all kinds of dirty things to scheme your customers. And then you don't give me challenges. I give you challenges. You don't back anything up. Gee whiz Louise. So, get my paint over here. I don't see you on YouTube talking about, oh, I demand great paint. You better send my great paint. I haven't heard you ask for any great paint. When have you ever asked for any great paint from me? You want some great paint? Put the request in. Say, send me some great paint. I'll send you some great paint. Send me my black paint. Get it over here. Because I don't feel like buying it. I really don't. And paint's expensive. I got to do tests on this stuff anyway. Send me, go to Home Depot. Give me the blackest ones you got over there, too. Make it a challenge. Don't make it easy for me. Make it a challenge. Give me a challenge at the end of the day. Oh, man, if I get this paint over here, I'm going to have some fun with this. I'm going to make a whole section. Just this is going to be a big, massive video player. How we got the biggest troll on the face of the planet to send us black paint and how we crushed it on YouTube. Oh my goodness. He knows it's going to be bad. That's why he won't send it, because he knows it's going to be bad. We're going to crush it. That's why. That's why he don't want to send it. He knows it. That's going to be ammunition for days. We got enough to do the damage anyway. But can you imagine that for a black-on-black demonstration? You better not rob me of this opportunity. Because that's what he did the last time. He got scared. I had to make a whole bunch of demonstrations on where's my black paint at. Rob me of my opportunity. Coward. Yeah, I call him a coward. Where's my black paint? Coward. Don't do it again. Send me my black paint. Gee whiz, man. Rob me of my opportunity. That'd have been the funnest demonstration ever. I can't stand that, man. I can't stand that. Got all so hyped up and excited over that to do that demonstration. No, he cowards out. What a coward. Man, I bet you at the end of the day, I love saying that word. At the end of the day, I got a t-shirt that says that all day, end of the day, end of the day, end of the day, all over it. But anyway, I'll send him up this product. He won't even do it. How about this, Jamie? I'll crush you once and for all. How about we send you this? If you don't want it, send it back to me. I'll do it on camera. I'll do every last one on camera. I'll crush that, and I'll crush the black paint on top of that for fun. Give me something. Gee whiz. I don't get no freaking challenge at the end of the day, I swear. This is what confidence is. And for people sitting there say, oh, you're right. No. This is the confidence level you have when your product is good. You could do this when your product is good. You don't have any fear, nothing, because you test your stuff. You know it's good. You know it already from the door. You know what you're capable of doing. They can't do this because they can't back their products up. So if you can't test it, send it back to me. That's what you do. Send it back to me. I'm going to have a return sender. You send it back to me if you can't do it. If it's too much of a challenge for you, if you can't handle it, you send it back to me. I'll crush it on camera, all of it, and I'll buy some black paint and crush that too for the fun of it. Too easy. Yeah, man, y'all should be lucky I didn't launch that Spartan. My goodness. We were terrified of our products. We didn't even launch the Spartan yet, and Danny was already terrified. That's what he was going against. He was going against the Spartan technology. He was terrified of it. He pulled an entire state. That's literally, I hate to say it, but this is the kind of bragging rights our company has at the end of the day. We got people pulling entire states. We got mountains of canceled orders. They're afraid of our technology. They talk all this trash, but they're afraid of our technology. We're supposed to be the scammers. We're supposed to be the easy ones to take out. All our demonstrations are supposed to be fake. So why does everybody fear our technology so much? I got certified companies that won't come near me with a 10-foot pole. Are you kidding me? And then you wonder why when I get on camera, I get so irritated because we can't find anything challenge to technology. I would love to have something take my screen down. This would be an honor at the end of the day. This would be a true honor. We can't find anything to take the screen down. Literally, we got an FLE screen that eats freaking sunlight. Do you understand the power behind that? You can eat sunlight? Do you have any idea what we can incorporate out of that technology for projection screens? We're going to have a technology so close to a TV it's not even freaking funny. And this benefits the customer all the way around because at the end of the day, no more OLED TVs you have to spend the money for at the end of the day. No expensive projectors you have to worry about. No having special screens for ultra short throw projectors. Your outdoor TV screens are like black plasma TVs at the end of the day. There you go. Can't find anything. Nothing. So I got to stir the pot. I got to provoke. I have to because I'm not going to get anything out of this at all, period. When we developed the TV technology, I got plans to send every single one of these big companies one of my screens. Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree. I got to stir the pot. But I'm having fun doing it. And as for you gray screen paint makers, we challenge you. Send me black paint. Go ahead. I'll crush all of it. But it's no problem. If you want to play games with me, I'll launch a Spartan on you. I'll wipe your entire product line clean. And if you want, I'll take you out in the sun and watch you fade away. Play with me. See what happens. You want more embarrassment? I'll design a product in 20 minutes and crush your entire product line. All right, then. There we go. You have to be good. I don't care if people don't like me at the end of the day. Well, I can't stand it in the day. Yeah, but you love my products at the end of the day. Because I work very hard to make my products. I don't beat around the bush. I'm not about nonsense. I'm not about crap. I'm about getting the job done. You sat me and watched me build that 250-inch screen. How long it took me to put that darn thing together. I once went to sleep wearing the same clothes every day for at least, I think, 4 days. covered in mud, covered in paint, covered in sawdust, determined to get this thing built and get it done to have it on display. Sit out there in the freezing cold, sit out there in the snow, sit out there in the rain, and deal and design and build to make better products for customers so customers don't have to get ripped off at the end of the day like jokers like this that steal from you at the end of the day. I don't care how many people hate me at the end of the day. I really don't care. I'm going to continue to make my product. I'm going to continue to do the best that I can. But I'm blessed to have good customers at the end of the day. They outweigh the people who hate my guts, which I really don't care about at the end of the day, because those are people at the end of the day that can't stand me because they can't make better products. And they refuse to make better products. Can they make better products? Yeah, they can make better products, but they don't want to. They want to work for it. Everybody wants to ride the gravy train. Let's use the basic easy specification. You got to be in a dark environment. You got to use contrast projectors and cost the customers all this freaking money. You got to have a special screen to use ultra short though. What kind of dumb nonsense is that? So you mean to tell me I spent $3,000 for a screen, I got to spend another $4 to $5 in order to have a screen that works with ultra short throw? That is bull at the end of the day. I got to suffer with looking at these huge white screens outside that are so washed out and so faded, your cell phone looks much better than looking at the screen. That's absolutely horrible. Ooh, I just thought about that. We got to take a TV outside and put it next to the screen. Challenge accepted. See what I mean? That's the kind of crazy stuff I like to do. But we got people that are bitter about that. Because every time we do one of these crazy demonstrations, we raise the bar even higher. That means they got to work even higher. Good. That means you can't cut any corners. You're going to have to actually work. That's what it means. If you don't have a passion for what you do in this field, get out. That's what it comes down to. So you have to understand, you can hate me all you want at the end of the day. My job is to basically design good products at the end of the day. And if anybody feels at the end of the day that I'm this, that, and the other, I'll see you in court. That's all to it. I'll back my products at 100%. Yes, I got adrenaline rush now. I'm charged. I am freaking charged right now. Yeah! Love the adrenaline. I love it, people. I love my job. I love what I do. I love what I freaking do. I love it. So, Jamie, you're getting your care package. That's what you're getting. If you don't want it, you can send it back to me. I'll put it against my screen and I'll wipe it clean. And then I'll basically buy some black paint for fun. Gee whiz. I'm charged up. I'm hyper. Gotta calm down. That's my adrenaline hitting right now, kicking in. I got ideas. Anytime I adrenaline, I got ideas pumping through my head, like stuff I want to build, stuff I want to design. I don't even have a tabletop. Why don't we put a tabletop projection screen outside? As a matter of fact, we're going to be building foldable screens. We're working on it next. Foldable screens, teaching you how to make foldable screens that you can fold up. Anybody can do it. As a matter of fact, hold on for a minute. I just thought about that. I was just talking about something like that a while ago. Fold up projection screens. We got to start putting our blueprints up here so you guys can see how to put all this stuff together. You know, I get on the phone, I talk to my customers, and I talk to my customers like their family. You know, I find out what their projects, what they're working on, anything extra I can do to put your product together. You know, if you don't got a projector, I deal with plenty of merchants on eBay. I find places we can buy good projections that can cost you a lot of money at the end of the day. You don't need it, just like I showed you on site. They got us talking about spending $6,000 for a projector, $3,000 a pop. No, what the frick are you buying? Like, we don't need all that. Went there and got a couple of projectors for under $400. Was able to take the screen, stick it in the window, and push fish through it. Yeah. Let me see. Let me do. Can we find that again? Let's see. How would we put that in there? Frame, projector screen. Hopefully we can find it. It was a time where we actually sold frames that you can put together yourself. We built them. Frame projectors. And people were putting together. They went together perfectly. They're all made out of wood too. They're pretty cool. That's frame projection screens. Maybe this will bring it up. I don't know. There's one right there, me building a screen. Frame. See if we can find it. There's one showing me how to make a hanging frame. I don't know if we'll find it. Here we go, right here. This was a blackout cloth.
Hey guys, how you doing out there? First of all,
and showing you how to build your own frames. Actually, the frame came with the kit.
Put the screws in and you're done. It will come with a screwdriver.
You naysayers, if you want to copy off what I do, because you do copy off everything I do, you go and you copy our specification sheets and our labels and everything we make at the end of the day, because you know you want to be me. But I understand that and I'm flattered. Thank you. But anyway, this is how we showed you how to put it together. We actually built our own frames. So this allowed the customer, say if he or she wasn't savvy with a saw, didn't have the equipment and all that on them, we actually pre-cut and pre-drilled. So basically you can put the whole thing together yourself.
Just want to add that in there for you guys. Put a screwdriver in there. And these screens come with free worldwide shipping. So we can ship these screens anywhere in the world. So I can take apart this 100-inch 16:9 frame and put that entire frame in that box right there and ship it anywhere in the world. And mind you, this will come with the blackout cloth. So you will have, you have the...
So it came with the screen, it came with the frame, it came with the blackout cloth, or the blackout cloth would be the screen. And then it came with the frame and it came with the screen paint. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing this again. Because the shop we're going to be working at has plenty of room. We can get lumber for pretty much next to nothing for places we're dealing with. And yeah, we can do this. Or basically, we could 3D print the entire thing. Yep. However way you want to do it. I do want to do a frame system that comes free with the screens. That would be nice to do that again.
The blackout cloth, the 8-way stretchable, weather-resisting, immerse blackout cloth. This is also 3D and 4K ready and weatherproof. Just want to add, the frame is not weatherproof, but with this kit, sorry about that, with this kit.
But I think that's what I want to do. We can make one out of plastic, we can 3D print one, or we can basically have them made out of wood. Because I got a friend of mine that says he's a master carpenter. He's good. But we made these. This is what we gave away for free. You got a frame that you can put together, very easy to assemble with instructions. And we had the blackout cloth material and the paint. That's it. Only ones we do stuff. We're the only people who do this kind of stuff. No one else does this kind of stuff. So you didn't have to pay for the frame. Because I had customers that I would talk to on the phone, and most of my information I get from customers, how they would feel. And the customer's like, well, I'm not good with the saw, I'm not good with cutting and all that stuff. I don't know where to start and what to do. And I said, you know what? This is a good idea. Let's build a frame for them. And this is how we started with this. So we need to go back to this. We need to go back to building frames and stuff. And that's what I'm looking for, things in the future. We're looking at making it much more easier for you to have a home theater set up without you spending all this money. Even the fixed frames are costing too much money now. They're getting really expensive now. So if there's a way that we can incorporate our technology into making better frames, better screens, this is the best way to go. So yeah, we built our own frames.
You will be able to now build the ultimate screen. You don't have to worry about building the frame because the frame comes with the kit. How fantastic is that? Look how fantastic that black screen. That immerse is insane. So everything comes with your kit, the 8-way stretchable immerse surface, and the easy to assemble or pre-assemble and easy to assemble frame with.
Very easy to put together. And you know what? Why we're doing that? Because he was hating on us. Jamie was hating on everything we're doing. Everything. We do this, Jamie hated on that. We put that together, Jamie hated on this. Hated. You kind of remind me, Jamie, you know what you remind me of? Hold on for a minute. Literally, he does remind me of this guy, I swear. Just hates on everything. Cheerleader from Spawn. There you go. You remind me of this guy right here. You hate on everything. Literally, this is you hating on us every day. Every day. That's you just hate on everybody. Gotta watch Spawn. He kicked the crap out of that. He did the great. The guy actor did this, kick the crap out. But that's you. That's you. That's all you do is hate. You don't do nothing different. You don't design nothing. Don't make nothing at all. Period. Same old crap. That's all you do. We're building customized frames for our customers. So, you know, people don't know how to put together 235.1. We could build the frame for 235.1, make it so it's pre-assembled, came with all the hardware. The hardware was actually already attached. So all you had to do was just take the one and connect one to the next, lock your screws in, and you were done. Came with screwdrivers, everything needed to put together your frame, and it was very affordable for our customers. So I'm thinking about, we need to go back down that road, because again, I look at these fixed frames and some of these fixed frames are crap. They are definitely crap, and I've tested enough of them to know some of them are crap. The Elite screens, I love them to death. I do. One thing I said, they got some good screens. They do. They got some good fixed range screens. The spring system, beautiful. Never had to use tools to put those things together, but they're costly. They do cost money. So can we get it for cheaper and with higher technology embedded to it? Yeah, we could do that easily. And that's what we're working on. The other things we're working on for the future of FLE. It's not more just do with screen paints and all that stuff. It's basically just engineering a better way on how to basically enjoy a whole theater setup more professional level without it costing you an arm and a leg. The problem is, these guys don't have the same vision. Their vision is to rob you. And gentlemen, like I said, if you feel that I'm wrong in what I'm saying out of my mouth, you take me to court then. Have your lawyers contact me. I look forward to speaking with them. We haven't heard anything from anybody yet. Oh, man.
Hey guys, how you doing out there? First of all, my name is Kenneth.
I forgot about these things. We got to bring these back.
Smart technology game. I'm showing you the fixed frame screen that is now.
The pre-coated surface is great because I've bumped into customers and met customers that are handicapped. When you're handicapped, sometimes you can't use a paint spray and all that. So to have a surface that's already pre-coated, that cuts down on the time that the customer does not have to worry about he or she of doing that work. Sometimes people just don't want to paint the screen in. Sometimes they rather have a surface already done. So that's what we're working on next week. We're working on a pre-coated acoustic surface. Now, I could go with breaking it down to having 100 inch, 120, 150, but we figure we just keep it at 150, and you can adjust it to the size that you want. Then that way you just start off with the biggest size. You know, if you want to go bigger, you already have it there, instead of spending a little bit of money just to get the bigger screen. But once we get the shop and everything set up, and we're not doing this here, so it's going to be a storage unit. Once we get the shop and everything set up, we can do this right there. We can cut them, size them. I want to have them sprayed because I want to spray them or get some wood that's already treated, so it's basically weatherproof. And we're going to get some made out of this and some made out of plastic because I do want to 3D print my screens, which I'm working on that. And that way it'll be much cheaper. See, the big picture that they don't understand is the reason why you have to do the testing against these certified high screens, because that's my main goal. My goal, again, gentlemen, I keep telling you, we don't consider your products to be products. Don't get offended about it. It's not. You just don't have you don't have products, okay? So ours is mainly the big dogs, the diamonds, the Black Diamond Elite Screens, the DMP Supernova, Firehawk G4. That's the technology we're looking at right there. Their screens are just too expensive. They're just so expensive. They just cost too much. A person basically wants to do a movie theater setup has to spend so much money. If they don't have the money, then they got to go with some crappy nonsense, that's going to look like trash. That's what it's going to look like. That's what they got to deal with. So we come in, we design better framing systems. We design much more easier and more better product, so that way the consumer doesn't spend a ton of money. You shouldn't have to spend $3,000 for a screen. That's outrageous. It should never cost that much money. So that's what we're working on. We're working on developing a technology that's much cheaper. I'm even struggling with how I want to do the prices for the FLE TV technology. We want something that's going to be more affordable than anybody else, but we want something that's going to be the best and better than anyone else. No, the jacked up thing about you screen paint makers at the end of the day, is the fact that you think I'm your enemy. Well, now I am your enemy. You have made me your enemy. Because when I first started off, it was never like that. It was all screen paint versus certified screens. That's what it was. It was the whole thing about a screen paint could never be the same as a physical screen. Virtually impossible. Physical screen had specifications to do things that a screen paint can't even do. And that's what I was working on. Developing and giving screen paint the entitlement of being able to take on a certified screen. But you guys attacked me. That's what you did. And you shouldn't have did that. You attacked the one person that would give you the opportunity to put you on the next pedestal. That's what you did. So now you made it a war. And you turned me against you, which means you'll get crushed in the process, because my ability and my knowledge in the day, I have been here before you guys ever started. I was gray. I turned it into gunmetal, and now I'm black technology. I have 8 years under my belt of black technology. Now, my whole goal now is basically to show that the gray and white screen doesn't need to exist. Well, white screens do, because you need to paint over top, and they're much cheaper to do than gray screens. But the gray screen is an obsolete product. Now, if you're willing to go down the road and convert into black technology or anything close to black technology, even gunmetal is so worthy, you're willing to do that, then hey, I'm all for it, 100%. Get rid of that gray, transfer over to the new technology. Work on it. Build something nice. Make sure your stuff is all batch number tested. Back your stuff up 100%. Because when you see what we do to these guys at the end of the day, you want to make sure your stuff is backed up. You want to make sure you're not doing any fake stuff at the end of the day. And I support it 100%. But as I said before, you know, if you come across my company and you want to use me as a springboard, you're going to regret it. Springboard, you're going to regret it. I'm not here to be somebody's punching bag at the end of the day. Now, Mr. Jamie has got himself in some trouble again, doing too much. And Mr. Jamie is going to have a package sent to his front door with all these great paints in it with a return. You can send it back to me. If you can't do the demonstration, it's too hard for you, you send it back to me. But meanwhile, just to keep things fair, you'll have a certified letter sent to you telling you, where's my black paint? Because this is my second request. So, what's it going to be? And it's going to get even harder for you, Mr. Fernando, because again, Monday morning, I'm going to file my charges against your company. So either you back it there or you back it over here. It really doesn't make a difference. It's going to cost you either way. So that's what your penalty is for wasting my time. I'll see you in court even earlier. Now, with that being said, that's pretty much it for me. Right there. I think I voiced my opinion quite a lot. Right? Quite nicely, I think I have. And for those who want to sit there and say at the end of the day, well, I don't want to buy his product, don't. It's not my problem at the end of the day. I know what you're going to be dealing with when you deal out there. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but you don't have anything out there. Certified, $3,000, $5,000 for that's for 100 inch. Imagine getting a 250 or 150 inch in that technology. Do you have any idea how much that's going to cost you? That's going to cost you a ton of money. You're not using those 720p's on that at the end of the day. You better buy some high-end projectors, so that's going to cost you some money. Gray paints, well, you've seen what that stuff does at the end of the day. That stuff matches house paint. So you run the risk of getting ripped off and getting a product you paid 60 to 90 bucks for that you could have got off a $7 sample, which the guy showed you in the demonstration. White screen? Oh, that's the bottom of the barrel. We showed you what that looks like on our splatter screen. You're not even getting anything from your projector. Not even at 5,000 lumens you can't read. Yeah, it's just us. There you go. And for anyone else out there who's developing a black paint at the end of the day, again, there is anybody else until someone reaches our rank. And mind you, the way we set the bar, we literally set the bar so freaking high that people are really going to have to work hard to hit our plateau. And the reason why it was done that way, so that way we don't have any crappy paints on the market. Everybody has to work just as hard to make a good product. And that means the customer, in the end, will end up with a good product. Now, if you don't understand my dream and my vision, go kick rocks. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to do something great. I don't got time at the end of the day for people who want to hate me and this, that, and the other. Don't care. I got something to do. I got a mission. My ad tech technology is worth millions of dollars. You have any idea what that tech is worth? Right now, the people we even showed it off to want a piece of that pie. They want stock. They want board of directors. They want all that stuff wrapped around that technology because they want a piece of that action. And it ain't going to happen because I am not interested. I think I only got, maybe, is there anybody? Think about it. Let's see. And for my customers who believe in my vision and what I'm trying to do to make better products, we welcome you. Oh, watch this. Oh, we get to tell you exactly pretty soon what the FOE stands for. Yeah, it's a crazy name. It's crazy. Crazy. We just shot our gaming demo. That's going to be used for posting to our website. That's all they're used for. When we drop videos like that, they're just designed to go to the website. That's it. Because we need to fill spots and our website needs to be filled up. This is FLE technology. Now, Jamie, if you notice that when I type this in under FLE, you see all this stuff that pops up? We type in under FLE, whatever you name this, name just at their car. nothing comes up because you don't have anything there. It only comes up as basically it's telling you that the product doesn't even exist. We have so all I got to do is type in FOE 100,000 lux. You know, it pops up. Us. We're the only one who has the technology that can eat sunlight. That's what AdTech is part of. AdTech has that capability. This is what you see when you type in. We're the only company that can do that. That has 100,000 that we can absorb, and we got the video demonstrations to back up. 20 video demonstrations backed up. Even demonstrations dating from hour after hour that I had to go outside and record in that blazing hot heat to make sure we had that documented. We're showing color levels, we're showing white levels, we're showing contrast levels, everything needed to show that technology exists. My contrast levels. Y'all want to challenge us? Really? This is how legends are made. Y'all get crushed. You're gonna go against an FOE. This is the screen paint we have right now. This is a medium rating. When that stuff launches, you really want to go against that. We can take you out in the sunlight, watch you disappear. I'm not joking with you. Spartan has the same technology embedded into it. The gamer screens, Leviathan, even Sugar Plum has that embedded into it. It has sun color technology built into it. I'll watch, matter of fact, if I want to embarrass you, I'll let the Sugar Plum very loose on you, and I'll watch that destroy your stuff. Ha ha ha. I love power. Love it. That's 60%. 60% in the window. 60%. That's what's sitting in that window right now. 60%. I can't wait. I cannot wait till we launch that bad boy. These are literally the meters we had to look up. We had to get special meters that can read in sunlight. Because I'm curious. What are we picking up? Can't use the regular house meters. It won't work. How many lux is direct sunlight? No. You got it wrong. Not lux. 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 32,000 to 100,000. You know, it's interesting. I wouldn't even think about that. When we basically did that demonstration called the Sunbather, we had the screen sitting outside, little mini projector sitting outside, and we had sun hitting on top of it to kill the lumen count, so the projector would have a hard time struggling to travel 13 feet and hit a 1,000-watt light bulb, filter through that and hit the screen. So that means that that projector is being hit with 100,000 lux of light. Those lumens were able, there was nothing left of those lumens by the time they were able to transfer it through that glass, travel 13 feet, and push through a lamp and still produce an image off a screen. What's the average home? Damn, don't know this. I got things I gotta do. Brains right on right now. I got stuff I want to work on. Let's get rid of this. This is wasting my time. Let's want to go somewhere else on this. As a matter of fact, this is what I want to look at. Black projector screen paint. We already did these already. I've done paint on screens. Been there, done it already. We got it on the site. Yeah. The company called Smarter Projecting Surfaces. Yeah, we got theirs over here right now. We already had that shipped over here. I paid the $25 for the shipping. to get it over here. We do our work, we do our homework. We don't back down, and we don't cry and whine about tests at the end of the day. We get the job done. Unlike these jokers, cry about every little thing. For goodness sake, let's do it. Yeah. That's the problem. Not that hard, just get it done. Just cry about every little thing. You're mad at me at the end of the day. Get rid of it. No, it's in. Get the test done. Test done. That's sweet. Cry about everything. Stop lying on camera. You didn't lie on camera so much you don't have to worry about at the end of the day your product not working. That's the problem. You set too high of a ladder for yourself. You built yourself up too much. You talked all this trash and you put yourself on this high pedestal, and now you got to take the leap off without a parachute. And guess what? You're going in face first. You talk too much trash at the end of the day. You got to back that stuff up. You can't be making up things like that and that dumb range game bull crap at the end of the day. That crap is so phony. I can't wait to get you in court for that one. Explain that one to a judge. There you go. Yeah. We don't play around. If I see something out there, I go for it. I don't sit there and cry and whine at the end of the day. We send him up this gray paint. That paint's coming back here. Or he might be too scared to send it back. He might keep it. So what are you going to do, Jamie? You're going to keep a bunch of gray paint? What, try to sell that off too and try to make money to rip customers off that too? Because again, he ain't going to do anything with it. What do you do with the certified letter? We never got any response back on it all. So we send you the gray paint and we send you a certified letter. I bet you I don't get my black paint because you're a coward. We'll never see that. And I bet you $100 that you don't even send back the paint because you're being too embarrassed to send it back. Because you just heard me on camera said, I'll take it here and I'll crush it against my own product and I'll throw some black paint up there for fun. That's why you can't send it back. So you're going to keep that paint, that box of paint was going to sit in your apartment. And again, that's going to drive you a little crazy. Every time we look at that box, you can't do the demonstration due to the fact that your product is fake. And you can't send it back to me because it's going to make your product look even faker. So you're going to have to keep that box in your apartment. And it's always going to remind you when you look at it on how fake your product is. That's why I'm sending it to you. We know you're not going to do the demonstration. Come on, if we sat there and gave you a slip silver is $17.47. You can afford that. This product is only $4.97. We know you can afford that. The reason why you haven't done a demonstration because you can't do the demonstration. Now, there's a black version of that. I did it already. The minute it came in, we painted it up, boom, put it on the screen, done. But you can't do that. So I'm going to send you a nice little care package. Now, if you deny it, it goes back to me either way. It comes right back to this address. Whether you sign for it, whether you deny it, it still comes back here, no matter what. So if you send it back here, we're going to know you can't do it. We know you can't do it anyway. And if you sign for it, we're going to know you signed for the package because you have to. We're going to make it so only you can sign for it. I'll have your name put up there, so only you have to show ID to pick it up. Now, how are you going to deal with this situation? And if you decide not to do it, then you're just going to have that package sitting there that you're going to throw it in the trash. And that's going to suck even worse because we know the package is there. So what did you do with it? So did you throw it away or did you tuck it somewhere so you wouldn't have to look at it? Because every time you stare, it's going to remind you how a failure your product is. But either way, whatever you choose doesn't make a difference. You're still going to do it in court because I'm going to suggest the lawyer push you to do it in court. We want you to paint the screen up. So if we're accusing your company of fraud, you got to back up something. You're going to have to do something. What do we got here? Any other black smarter surfaces? Yep, we got that here. We got that right here. Yes, we do. I got both surfaces. I paid for both of them. Shoot, I paid like $25 for shipping. And keep in mind, these people were polite. Very polite, very professional. Product came over here. It's nice. I do like it. It's not as dark as our product at the end of the day, but we pull a higher black level, but it's still really good. And it's very professional. I tell you one thing at the end of the day, some of you certified screens out there, you got some problems on your hand. You're lucky this screen wasn't basically stationed in the US because you have some problems. I'm just telling you would. But other than that, yeah, the screen's very good. I like it. I'd say it's one of the darkest ones I've ever tested. Very good. Anyway, so nothing bad to say about their product. It's just our product came up, pulled a higher contrast and better color. That's all. But still, nice. Very nice. Free delivery. No, no way. We didn't get free delivery. Paid $25 for that delivery. That is not true. Let me see. I'll show you my receipt. My receipt said $25 for shipping, but we don't care. All these right here, this is paint on screens. We've had paint on screens already. Paint on screens, the darkest paint they make is not even black. It's called a dark gray. That's what it's called. So we've had those already before. What else we have? Oh, there's us. There's our black technology right there. Our black technology. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, and there's me right there. There's my video right there. So, question. We've taken on paint on screens. We can dominate their product. We've taken on the smarter screens, smarter surfaces. That's the only one. We can take their product with no problem. So, what do we have? And they're stationed in Ireland, by the way. So, yeah. So, what else is there for us? That's not black. None of these are black. They're gray. We tested their stuff. So, nothing there at all, period. What I'm about to say. Yeah, so nothing there at all, base at all. There's nothing there. And you're talking about black projector screen paint? Let me see. This is paint on screens again. And this is a dark gray. That's what it is. There is none. Do the research. When I sit there on camera and I tell you that there's nobody out there matching our demonstrations, I'm not joking. Go ahead. Go do the research. And see if there's anybody else that can match the technology under an FLE. After you, Mr. Rogers, and your Series C, that's a joke. Your product can't even produce black. I even call yourself a black screen paint. You can't pull black. And then sit there and say, Soloway says, the advantage of the screen. What advantage? They're all supposed to be black. What are you talking about? How you mess that one up? It doesn't even work with ultra short throw. So that's a dead end right there for most people right there off from the door. Then it's supposed to be front and rear. You add it on with a roller. That's some dumb nonsense. No, that is not happening at the end of the day. And then most bogus of all, the range gain. That's a lie. So that product Series C is trash. And then, Mr. Rogers, when we did come to buy your paint, what did you do? Cancel the orders. Then you went in and you removed an entire state because you was afraid to process the order. So if you're afraid of my technology and what it will do to you, that means your product is not worth my time or anybody else's time. On top of that, you came up gray multiple times. So is it a gray screen or a black screen? We don't even know. Look at this. I like this right here. This is a nice setup with a tripod. We might coat one of these babies. I'm going to turn this into a black screen. $89? Oh, yeah. I'm going to turn this into a black screen. I like this. Where's that video at? I like that video how you set it up. Turn one of these into an all black screen. That projector's crap. We don't want that thing. Yeah, see how they do the screen with all the lights on? Window coming through. Then when they show the actual video, you're in the dark. So what we're going to do with this at the end of the day, we're going to coat half of this. That's all we need to do. Coat half of it. We don't need the borders. It's not necessary. It's black technology, so we just expand the screen size. We'll get rid of all this. We don't need this. But this side, we'll keep it intact. And then we'll show you exactly what you're losing off your white screen, which we've done this before, but this is a much bigger surface. I'm going to have fun with this. So we're going to coat half of this right here. I think I'll just spray it in. This is easy. Just stand up and be done. And we'll do half of it and leave the other half white. That's what we're going to do. But I like the whole tripod system. That's pretty cool. That's about a 100 inch. That's pretty nice. I wonder how flat that's going to lay. But the projector he's using, ugh, Oh no, that's not gonna work with ultra short throw. He might have had ultra short throw. There we go. You don't see it, do you? See it right there now? You see the little dent right there coming right here and one right there. When he pulls the screen up, that's gonna plague an ultra short throw like crazy. Because you have to have a screen perfectly flat for ultra short throw. And there's a divot here and there's one right there in the screen you can see. So if he had it down low, that would have been perfect. But the minute he raised it up, yeah. And then the screen is kind of almost inside. It's not outside. So yeah, you're not going to be able to ground it too well. But inside, it's pretty cool. So this is the way it's supposed to look. Oh, we definitely going to test this one. What's this projector he's using in this demonstration? We're definitely going to run a test on this one. I told you got to be careful about this because this is fake right here. This is definitely all fake. Oh, wow, that's horrible. What's the projector they're using here? Yeah, the projector too, also too.
Hey there, I'm Gina, and today I'm going to review on this. You can move around wherever you need. And
turn the projector on. Lights out, of course. Oh, my goodness. Boy, this is going to be easy crush. Oof. Yeah, in the dark, of course. Can't use this thing in the house in a fully lit environment because the screen will wash out.
and then I have this screen set up across from it, as you can see. And we're just projecting right now television right onto the screen.
Keystone's off right here, but she don't know anything about that. Probably don't know. I don't know. The keystone's way off, but still, that's horrible. We definitely got to paint through one of these things. At the end of the day, we got to. Challenge accepted. Let me mark this on my page to buy. Definitely. That's awful.
It has just given us a...
And this is what I mean by at the end of the day, what makes it so sad is the fact that people are used to having washed out screens. You're just used to it. People think at the end of the day that this right here is a beautiful image. That is absolutely horrible. All this is washed out. This is supposed to be red. All this is all washed out. So much is missing from that. It's not even funny.
Rather than the small.
Pause that for a minute. At 5,000 lumens, it won't even pick up. Where are we at on this one? That's the screen right there. We did right here for that one. Let me see. Oh, you're dead there. Literally could have went from there and did it. That's our tablecloth screen. Let me see. We did that on a live, right? Oh, live, yeah. Where's our box screen? There we go. White surface? Yeah, white surface. No, that was the gray we did. Where's the white surface we did? Here we go. That's the white surface. That's literally how bad the reds are. So when I'm looking at that screen, see my cat moving over. When I'm looking at that screen, what I'm seeing is a really badly washed out image. On a standalone, a white screen people think it looks great. It doesn't. It's completely washed out. This is what I'm used to seeing. That's what I'm used to seeing on a screen. So the reds are supposed to be really high and bright. You're looking at a TV. Bright colors, very beautiful resting colors, 100% contrast levels. But if you put it on a standalone by itself and you take our screen out, it looks like a regular screen. But if you basically go in and you basically put our technology in there, you see exactly how bad. Oh, this is a problem. They'll never do a demonstration. We know they'll never do a demonstration. They'll never do it. Just sit there, he'll get the paint, just send it back to us. I'm gonna get back my paint. I'm never gonna basically do the demonstration. Hey, we're back. Right. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the box. I'm gonna paint the whole thing white. That's what we're gonna do, and keep the other side with the peekaboo window on it. Let me get some stuff. I want to get this done. And this demonstration will be for tomorrow. I'm definitely going to pick that screen up. I do like the design of it. The design of it's quite nice. I like it. I do like it. So I'm going to get one. I'm going to coat it black. I'm going to do one half. Ooh, but that whole thing is portable, ain't it? Yeah, I can take that on site with me. Ooh, I must drop my Cheerios. I got to look at that again. That'd be fantastic for an on-site display. Because I can carry the whole thing with me. Hold on. Let's go back here for a minute. Where was that at? This would be perfect for, get that out of there, we don't need that. This would be perfect for on-site, definitely perfect. I'm gonna say that right there. I'm gonna go back to that initial setup he did. I don't care about the screen, I just care about how he did the whole setup. That's it. Because this thing would be perfect for on-site. That's all digital. Oh, heck yeah. I'm definitely taking one of these on site. Man, we can coat this thing up. I'll get like 2 of these, because then we can interchange the screens, because the screens are interchangeable. We can have one screen solid black and the other one half black and half white with the surface not coated. That's fantastic. And it's like a 100-inch screen. That's perfect. Well, number 3. They're perfect. If we take the acoustic surface, I'm going to do the acoustics too, but the acoustics screens going to be dealing with, they're going to be PVC screens like this. And I'm not carrying any fixed frame screens in there, but this whole thing comes apart and I like the way it sets up. This is going to be fantastic. I'm definitely using this for on-site. Yeah. Hold on for a minute. Let me go back to that very end. We had some old laying down on the ground. Yeah, that's easy, man. Definitely got a carrying bag with it too. Oh, I'm definitely going to be pre-coating one of these. Definitely. That's going to come up nicely. All right, people, got to go. I got things to do. I'm definitely glad I popped on here, because now I'm going to grab one of these for on-site. This will be fantastic for our demonstrations. I just set this sucker up, paint it in, and we're done. That's it. I'm definitely going to get one of these. And some Bluetooth speakers. All right, that'll make my job easier to carry what I need to carry around. All right, then, people, got to go. Thank you for your time. Be safe out there. Make sure you research everything before you buy, even us. All right, got to go, and God bless.